Inariel and Margot, you find yourselves in a single room. There are bunks on both ends here, a table in between, sort of a cross between that and a dresser. Um, your bags or travel kits are here along with you on the side of the bed. Um, Knowing that you have the night here to rest, to collect your thoughts on what has happened and you being here, what you're looking for, or what you are running from. Are there any thoughts in Inariel's or Margot's mind before really heading to sleep? Stuff that you talk about just before you finally lay your head down.
Yeah, I think it's like Margot's lying in bed, like she's just kind of like tossing and turning to her side. Like I think just like the adrenaline from the earlier run-in from the nights is like just like kind of still like going through her system. And even though she's calmed down a little bit, just being able to like sit down, like have a drink and just talk to Erwin, just like be able to like start to get that out of like her system. Um I think she's just in a state of confusion because one, she does not know how she ended up at the gates of the city of Vallaki. She hasn't really heard much about the city. Like I think maybe just like when she was in Kresk, she overheard maybe just like she like heard the name before, like the name of the town, or like she heard maybe just like rumors of the new Baroness coming to power, like within Vallaki. So just kind of like this like rumors here and there, but besides that, she didn't really know much about. Um, but yeah, it's just mostly just like deep, just like confusion and just this feeling of just uncomfortableness of just like having this like period of time just completely wiped from her, like just like not knowing just like what happened in that meantime, just remembering falling asleep and then waking up in an entirely new place. Like she feels uneasy, like she feels like at least like for now she's in a relatively safe spot, but it's just this feeling of uneasiness of just like not knowing like what has happened in like the past like hours or like what transpired.
And Nariel has the interaction with those knights on her mind as she's trying to fall into her trance to rest. The familiarity of it bothers her, and she feels a lot of gratitude that her and her friend were able to get away from them safely. She had wanted to get away from experiences like this, and she doesn't know if at this point if there's anywhere she could go that she can get away from people like that entirely. But she knows she's somewhere unfamiliar and that she and her friend will need their rest to traverse the next day well and safely to the best of their ability, and just to try to figure out how to be safe here. So with those thoughts, she's gonna try to get some rest.
And can I have you guys both give me a perception check as you're falling asleep?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Perception. Okay, that's not bad. That's a 19 from Margot.
That'll pass. And
I'm
from
sorry. I'm having trouble with the mobile. Um, okay.
yeah, you're looking for the smaller stats.
Okay. Yeah, it's not. I'm sorry. Okay. I could see in my senses it says like passive perception, investigation, and insight, but it doesn't roll when I click on anything. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I
So, have you tried to like swipe to the right or left from here?
Okay. Oh, yes, thank you. I could
Okay.
see the skills now.
Okay. There you go.
There we go. 14.
Okay. Great. So you hear on the other end of the wall, maybe not right on the other end of the wall, more of at your feet where the door lies, and you know that there is a sort of walkway there, like a little, not a catwalk really, but it's just a walkway that goes around the edge and allows you to still be on the inside of the bar. You're just on the second floor here, but you hear from the other side of the door, you hear a little bit of laughing, like snickering, both of you. You then hear small feet. And then you remember that there's kids that live here. As you hear them and their small feet, hitting the ground, moving around, tempting to be quiet, still laughing, telling the other to shh, be quiet. You hear a kid talk about it's one of these children that should live here. You hear one say, I was playing with him, and then he's just left. And he left it. But it was a fun game. Well, how do we play it? The other kid says. He goes, well, you just put it over your head. And then you have to say these words. He goes, okay, alright, tell me the words. Okay, I have to whisper it in your ear. Then you hear, okay, alright. Okay, well, now I'm gonna go hide, and you put the bag over your head, okay? And then that's all you have to do. And after that, you come and find me, and then if you find me, then I have to put the bag over my head and do it. Try to find you. And, the boy, one of the boys ends up, walking away, like, almost like trotting away, but attempting to be quiet. And then you hear just two boys playing, right? Late at night, but of course they're not supposed to be up. They know that. Still, you hear words. Bagman, hush, don't peep. In his bag, dark secrets deep. Bagman, rush to sleep. If you yell, you're his to keep. And you hear a breath of air. And then nothing. some footsteps. Then nothing anymore. You see it's silent after a while, and you all eventually would doze off to sleep anyways. Over at the Vistani encampment with Irene, Modal, and Chris, Irene, Irene, Tigran, and Zayn. What are you guys doing for those hours?
So, if I recall, just having finished up, we'll call it breakfast here, Zayn informed Tigran that he would be spending the next hour summoning Tulu back to himself, back to her charm, and that in an hour's time, just about, he would love if Tigran would give him his company and help him call the spirit back right at the end. So he will be busy doing that, and he is doing that in Victor's hovel.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna try to get us over to the morning pretty quickly, because I want us to get this show rolling. Is that something you need to spend time on?
It's an hour to cast the spell, but if we want to just hand wave it, I can just have her come back.
No, an hour's fine. I just need to know, is there something you needed to spend time on roleplay wise with that?
Not unless we wanted to. Like, it's not a necessity. But,
No, for sure. Yeah, no, I just didn't know if that was exactly why you asked Tigran to be with you. Is because you needed a moment.
No, it's cool. Either way, I suppose.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Well, then, that's what we're going to have do. For that, at least. Tigran, is there anything your character's doing that you need to spend time on?
No, he's just waiting around for the bird to show back up again.
Okay. Anything for Irene?
There was something that wanted to do last session, didn't get to.
Mhm.
We'll just mention it here that at some point while they're waiting for morning, Irene is going to lecture Victor, unfortunately. So yeah.
Yeah, let's roleplay that.
Okay, sweet. Yeah. So it would have happened, probably after all of them ate, and they're all in Victor's hovel. I think Irene would kind of just be glaring at Victor with her arms crossed over her chest, just really burning her gaze into him. Yeah.
Yeah. And he will not notice it at all as he is buried
Cool.
into his book.
Perfect. So noticing that he's not noticing her, she will say, "Young man, a word, please." And she'll get up from her seat and sort of start pacing around the room with her hands still folded across her chest.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll say,
Give me a perception check.
"Okay." Perception. That's a 9.
All right, as you were, go ahead and keep talking.
Okay. So she'll say, as a person who's 300 years your senior, I find it my obligation to let you know that if the person trying to help you asks you to help them with a domestic task, perhaps you don't tell them no. Especially if that certain someone is helping you save your girlfriend. Young man.
I understand. I understand.
Above,
I get it.
sorry, above table. Can Zayn say something to this? He would not just let her go on this guy.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think, yeah. No, you're in the room, so sure.
Yeah, Zayn is just in the corner. You can see just on his cot, focusing on the charm, like a soft, like white glow sort of surrounding it, and he'll turn his head towards the two of them and he'll say, Idune, enough. There is no need to speak to him in such a way. I was simply requesting his aid. I had no need of it, to be sure, and of course you ended up helping me. I just thought that he might like a task to busy himself.
Yes, I ended up helping you, and I hate cooking. I don't cook, Zayn. I don't cook. Here's the thing.
And you did
Life
a
is
wonderful
going
job,
to be-
regardless.
And thank you very much for that. Here's the thing. Life is going to be very, very difficult for this young man if he doesn't learn the importance of being polite and courteous to others. And I'm simply trying to warn him, if you will.
Victor, if I had begged for your assistance, would you have helped me? If I told you that there was no one else to do so, and I could not do it without you, would you have helped me cook?
I understand. I understand.
No,
I get it.
please. No.
I get
I
it.
want- I
Now
want
I
you
can
to
move on
answer
to the
the
next
question.
chapter. Oh God, it's terrible. And he flips over the book to the next page, and he goes, and he'll look up at all of you.
Oh.
And,
Sorry, good.
and he'll look up at you all and ask you if is everyone okay?
Irene going to look at Zayn. And she's going to say, case and point. And she's going to gesture to Victor.
Zayn is going to bust out laughing. Full chested, like head back, like to the point where his ritual is actually disrupted. He is laughing at this kid, or not at him, but what is occurring right now.
Yeah, so she's just going to throw her hands up in the air and she's going to say, well, I'm not his mother. I'm not his mother. It's not up to me. I rest my case.
Please, the both of you it's unbelievable. Oh, it's such a moment like this. Either day, he is fine. He is fine. Believe me, you're fine, Victor. Nothing, nothing is the problem. You could not be more okay. You will be. We all will.
He said, I'm sorry. Were you saying something to me? I've gotten lost in this book.
No. Let me ask you this: did you enjoy the food today? I don't have much experience with cooking, but I hope it turned out well.
I ended up getting quite hungry. Well, it smelled great. I think you all did a good job. I just couldn't take my eyes away from the study.
No, of course. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope to hone my craft a little bit. It is one of the things you should have on the road. Good food, at least. How goes your studies, by the way?
I've
Learn
learned
anything
something.
new from the book?
I've learned something from Casimir. Well, you see, he asked me about the dark eye or the dark rings under my eyes, and why it feels like I can, go on reading with this book, or why I lose so many nights. Well, it's because I only take a look and I try to practice And I come back, and it seems like the words rearrange themselves. It seems like I need to study it longer to then make more sense of it. But he told me, well, he asked me to just focus, to just concentrate, to truly understand something once, so that way I can attempt to try it and just recall from memory. That's what he says. That's what, wizards do, you know? In some form or fashion, they have their book, and while they can't cast from that, well, they spend time on it. And I think I've just been doing magic, not practicing magic. And, well, I just spent time on it tonight, and I feel really good about it. I feel like I have something to help us.
You have already been such a big help to us, Victor. But this is something else entirely. It's completely different from how I believe my own works. I have never picked up a book or a scroll to learn such a thing. It has always just been practice, but to be able to take the words and keep them in mind, to do it as you do, that seems quite extraordinary to me.
Yeah. Thank you. And it's not just the book. The person, they write their works talking about the spell and what they've done to improve the spell, or what they've done to prepare the spell and what they're preparing it for, who they did it with, what they've done with it. And, well, with all these applications, I learn a little bit more about Barovia, at least the place it was before then.
Before Strahd, you mean?
Yes.
That long ago.
Older than Strahd.
And what is it? What have you learned?
This land was ruled by King Barov. The mage here, he speaks of a man attempting to conquest lands nearby surrounding. His name is Barov, and, well, I shouldn't tell you that we live in Barovia. There was someone before us, or before Strahd. And of course there is, obviously, but history here in Barovia is lost to us.
That is fascinating. To think you could learn such a thing in a seemingly forgotten language, a language only you understand, Victor. That is marvelous, my friend, marvelous.
Yeah. Well, I need to spend more time on it, but I'm getting a bit tired. So I think I'm gonna rest my head for a while.
I think that is a good idea.
Okay.
Please, take the rest. We plan to leave once the light comes up. I will continue my ritual elsewhere. Rest well, my friend.
Thank you. And he'll go fashion his little pillow on his cot, and he'll say, before I forget, Irene, the soup was wonderful. You spiced it well. And he'll just lay his head down, and seemingly almost immediately fall asleep.
Her eyelids will fall heavy over over her eyes, as if it's an expression of I'm so done with this kid, I can't. And she'll just shake her head a little bit and slump back in her seat to maybe catch a few extra Z's before morning.
Ron will give a shooting and say, yeah, that soup. I can taste the 300 years of practice behind that one.
Zain is growl.
She'll let out a laugh at that one. That was good. That was really good. She'll give him that.
Zain will stand up and he'll say, sometimes I feel I need to speak during this ritual. I am going to spend some time near the forest as to not interrupt his sleep. Tigran, as I said, if you would join me in a little bit, I would speak to all of you later. And he'll leave. And just do his thing.
Tigran will get up and start to fall and say, "Yeah, I heard there was a good snow coming in soon. Gonna want to catch that."
Zion will just laugh and echoing in his helmet. And he'll just say, I think if I never see snow again, it will still be too soon.
Okay. So are we out?
Think so.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right. Awesome. So, eventually, over time passes, obviously, and both Inariel and Margot, you guys wake up to a loud roar and applause. A bunch of people saying, "Ah, yes, 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 yes! Another, no, another." You hear people complaining downstairs in the tavern. You hear people already drinking earlier on in the day. It seems as though the sleep had taken you, and it's about maybe like 10 or so in the morning. You hear this loud, raucous laughter from downstairs.
Yeah, Margot,
What?
like, kind of like... Yeah, no, go
Sorry. Anarl's just gonna. Yeah, Anarl's been out of her trance for a few hours now and has just been just hanging out, waiting for her friend to finish getting her shut eye, and she's just been listening in, and she's just pretty happy that there's some people around having a good time. That means the town must not be entirely bleak. There's something good going on.
Yeah. And then,
Yeah, it's...
Oh, go ahead, please.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, I was about to say, as Margot kind of, like, she's just kind of half asleep, and she just, like, hears, like, the ruckus coming from, like, downstairs, and, like, she kind of does that thing where, like, she kind of grabs her pillow and just kind of, like, bends it, like, around, like, her ear to block out the noises, like, block out the noise, and it's just, like, it's, like, still kind of coming in through, like, a little bit muffled, and then she just drops her hand and goes, I'm up, and then, like, you just, like, see her, like, rubbing her eyes, and then just stretches her arms out to either side of her head, like, oh. Good morning, Anario. Seems to be some sort of ruckus downstairs, but how'd you sleep?
Oh, yes, they've been going at it for hours now, but have a good rest. I feel much better after those travels that we've had. I feel refreshed. And yourself?
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit better now. Definitely more than last night. Definitely needed that rest. Yeah, it just feels like we haven't gotten a rest as good as this in the past few days, at least since we've last left Kresk. But glad to finally have a nice warm bed to sleep in and just rest our bones for a bit. And it seems that, well, based off of the sounds from downstairs, it seems like the town is also awake as well. So I guess we should join them and start our day then.
And Ariel stands from her place on the floor and where she'd slept, and she hops right up and is looking forward to headed downstairs.
Awesome. You find yourself heading downstairs, and you hear a voice that seems to capture everybody in front of them. This voice speaks on. Come one, come all to Faustus Spinners. My name is Valmaxian, and I'm here to take your money. Now, if you think that you can bet against me, bet against Valmaxian, well, then you'll lose the money like the rest, or perhaps you'll come up big one time. But I tell you, it will not happen again. Not a single chance will it happen again. And if it does, you might as well stay. Your hands are hot. You might make me go broke. And you hear this person yelling. But not only you, we also hear that come from the outside, the Blue Water Inn, as we have Irene, Tigran, and the wolf even is now sitting outside. By the way, the wolf even is actually outside of Valaki. You've seen that the wolf will look at you and it seemed to run off into the woods and almost look at you from far away as you head to Valaki. But yeah, Irene, Zayn, Tigran, and Victor, you all walk together, hearing this loud, boisterous claim come from the inside of this inn. And you hear a couple of people stepping out as well, almost kicking their feet. Really upset. They said, I had it. How did he beat me? The other folks says, it's a game of chance. That's all it is. And they walk out. All of you outside of this tavern, and of course an Ariel up above, what do you do?
Yeah, I think like Margot's like looking over like kind of like the railing, just kind of just like seeing this like the performer like down below, and then Margot just kind of just like sighs a little bit, and just turns back to like Anarios. It's like, seems like to be some sort of performer. Seems like he's running some sort of game of chance down in the tavern. Usually I don't partake in games like this. Usually performers like that have some sort of trick up their sleeve. So, they always like edge out and always come out on top. Yeah, you just have to find what their trick is.
I appreciate he saying he wants to take everybody's money. Is better than men from yesterday.
Yes, at least he is quite straightforward and straightforward. He tells you exactly what he wants to do. He's definitely not shy about it.
So maybe Anariel wants to make her way down to Irwin and see if there's anything for breakfast to be purchased at the inn.
You'll head down and you'll see that there is a smell in the air. This smell is of steak. It's greasy, but on top of that, it's great for hangovers. And on top of that, there is a nice pitcher of beer, of some sort of ale around. And so they are passing this around. They see that the steaks are coming on the same plate, hot. Several plates are being thrown out and being placed separately by some of the children that are out there showing up late to the party, and the parents and the parents are busy. You have Danica, who you now see is standing around. And is not really standing around, but really she is trying to get by all the people gambling at this one table of hers. And she continues moving around. She says, "Does anyone want beer? You know you can't just gamble here, right? You have to pay for it." And you hear the voice come back to them, and it says, "Well, I will pay. I will pay for your time. I never seek to intrude. Balmaxian pays. Everyone remember that. Now, come on. One more game. Come on, you have both your shoes. Give me one. Just one." And you see that these people are gambling. And you'll see that she, kind of rolls her eyes and she looks off and she says, "Oh, are you the late night, folks who came through last night?"
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. Yes, we came here quite early. Thank you so much for having room for us here.
Oh,
It was wonderful to rest.
of course, no worries. I do want to let you know that the room will be covered by us, and I actually have 25 gold pieces for you. It seems as though last night my husband got mixed up with Ern, who you may have also got mixed up with. Now, it turns out I found out he keeps selling our special mead, in which case Ern keeps convincing him to do so. You see, they've been longtime friends, and he gets my husband in trouble, and I don't like him much, but what I really don't like is these poor girls that he takes advantage of. So, allow me to pay that for you. I'll give that back to you.
No. That is so kind of you.
I'll collect
but,
it from Ern. Ern will never tell me no. Do not mind.
Anariel just reaches out and hugs her, and she's like, "You are so sweet. Thank you so much for your consideration. I had been wondering if he was being tricky with you as well,
No,
but okay.
never me. Never me. You see, I don't fall for that. And you'd be good not to fall for it either. Now, Ern, he somewhere very deep inside him might be a sweet boy, but he is a drunkard at some points. And since he's been about without a job, he's taken advantage of more than he should. Really, it's not a sport for him anymore. It's a way for him to get around. So that'll be it. You enjoy. Keep your eye on Ern, but no, it's not enough for him to beat up.
Thank you very much for the warning and perspective.
Yes,
Yes.
thank you very much for your kindness in covering our stay here. What? I'm a little curious about Ern. So, does he? You say he does not work, but he seems to be in at least decent dress. So,
Oh, yes.
who is he?
Well, his family had lived here for a good long time. A great long time. Lornak Publications. Have you heard of it? Wait, no, you're new. You haven't. It's one of the greater buildings that are down near the cheaper end of town. When I say cheap,
Yes,
what I really mean to say is the burnt, desecrated homes that Lady Walker is fixing up. Who is our new Baroness?
Yes, Lady Wachter. I believe I've heard that name before. Yes, you see, me and my companion, we traveled here from the town of Kresk, and we overheard, at least we heard some rumors in the street that there was a new leadership in the town, a baroness, and it seems that the rumor mill was quite correct in that regards.
Well, yes, very much so. She's fair so far, but it's fresh and new. But fortunately, you haven't arrived when we weren't able to have gamblers here, and well, the gamblers from before would probably just steal your money, to be honest, not play as though this one pretends to. But another person to keep your eye on is him. I'm not sure if the game is strictly chance, but he claims it to be. And, well, he's already paid for a room for the next couple of nights, so I'll let him have at it.
Yes, I'm quite familiar with types like him. I'm also a performer, though mine is more in the art of dance rather in the art of games, but very familiar with men like him. And you're correct. There's always some little twist to games like this, you know, not strictly games of chance, but if you know what trick to look out for, then you can take them for all they're worth. It's quite a fun game I like doing.
Well, that's very interesting. I've had a bard of stories recently, a bard of your manner that dances, and whatever this person seems to be, but it's very interesting indeed. You folk lead interesting lives. I also want to apologize. Last night I caught my boys out playing. Didn't mean to disturb you.
Yes, yeah, no, go ahead.
Sorry. Oh, it was no trouble at all. They were just having fun. It sounded like playing the small children games with a bag.
Well, better that than, you know, our wine, right? And our pitchers, of course. So I'll leave you all to it. There are some places to get tables nearby. I see one over there. It's a little bit bigger. Are you hungry at all? Both of you?
Yes, famished, in fact. Margot's just like kind of just like looking a little bit pensively. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I've eaten. Yes, food would be lovely.
Wonderful. I'll get you all something. And you know, I'll make sure that Erwin gets it together quick. And she'll just yell, "Erwin!" And she'll start to walk away. And she'll say, it's steak and bread. Our bread's famous. Well, relatively famous for the fact that we're one of the only people who sell it. And she'll take off and just be out of the way.
Awesome.
And you guys are down there, and you hear him at it. You hear Valmaxian calling for players to play his game.
And Ariel's gonna... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. And I just want to give opportunity for Irene, Tigrin, and Zain. You guys are just outside the Blue Water Inn.
And what time did you say it is now?
It's probably like 10 o'clock.
10 a.m.?
10? Yeah.
10 a.m. Gotcha. Moto, were you gonna say something? I saw your mute button come off.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say Tigran was going to finally come across the front of the Blue Water Inn, and he's going to finally realize just how much he missed the place after all the shit that happened outside. And he's going to sigh as if 2 lead weights are coming off his shoulders, and he's going to say, "Finally fucking home." And he's going to push the doors open.
It feels as if it has been, well, weeks, if not months since we have been here. It's shocking to believe it has only been, what, 24 hours? Less, perhaps. It is good to be, yes, home away from home.
Yeah, 24 hours. All it took was 24 hours, and now I am 1,000 years this elf senior.
Well, for all the horrible things we've come across on the outside, it seems as if there's niceties going on inside. Let us see what that is about. After you.
Victor will tell you, I'm gonna find a corner to get started for the day.
Of course, we will come find you when we are ready to continue.
And you all walk in to a slew of people crowded in one corner. Your usual spot here at the Blue Water Inn. Sitting there, standing there on the far end of the seat, with an elaborate contraption on the table. You see this thing spins, and a gentleman stands there. He looks fabulous. He has several bedazzlements around his vestments. He wears really elaborate colors. Blue, he wears yellow, and he wears even just a tiny bit of red in certain accented areas. And he looks like an elf. He has a more ridiculous hat on. It looks like a top hat of sorts that kind of dips in the middle and makes an M, right? And then in the crease, it makes it sort of makes an M, but then in the middle, the V looks like it's like red and tapered to kind of just separate V and M, and that makes more sense when he says, "Welcome, welcome, more clientele, more players, more winners, perhaps, or perhaps suckers." And he'll look at who seems the most the most prideful, and he'll say, "I am Val Maxian. Here to make some coin, here to lose some coin, more importantly, here to make friends. So let's do it." And he will start to play the game in front of you. And as if you, can I really quickly ask, are the girls are the ladies over there?
Yeah,
Watching the
I
game?
think I think like Margot's is kind of like at the periphery because like she's familiar with like carnival games like such as like this like from like her life like in the circus. So like she's just been just kind of like like studying. I think she's just like eyeing the game, like just kind of like she's like just kind of just like seeing like like is there like a specific like like either like a sleight of hand he's doing to like distract like just like the player, or just like she's trying to see like what his game is. Like she's like trying to see like what trick he's like trying to pull, because like she knows like with games like this there's always like a trick to it, so she's just studying him.
And yeah, perfect. I'll have you study him as he plays the game. Anyone else there not doing like looking at the game? I just need to know what you're doing.
Zain seems very interested in this. Once they're headed in, he will start gravitating towards this.
Mm-hmm.
I do have something above table to ask.
Yeah.
So with Eladrins, would you say that their race is really recognizable based off of their physical appearance?
You tell me, Jess.
Okay, we have an elf like appearance, but I guess maybe you could see the my magical aura. I guess if you had that kind of maybe the perception that would let you see that, maybe you could sense my kind of seasonal vibe.
My thing is that with Eladrins, I had done some research, and apparently elves view Eladrins because they're like like distant ancestors of them. What?
Oh yeah.
What?
Chris
What are you
laughing
laughing
because of
at?
something that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. So they view the Eladrin with, like, I guess, reverence.
Mhm.
And then I'm wondering, with her sage background, if she would recognize
Yeah.
that.
I mean,
Oh,
if-
this is
Yeah.
cute.
yeah.
And, yeah, and then
I think
that
she-
was my thought, in that I would think that Irene would be kind of taken by her, like,
yeah.
just
Do
interested.
you want?
Yeah.
I don't
got
think
it.
that she would have seen an Eladrin
That's fine.
before, so I think that the moment that she sees this strange this Eladrin stranger in the room with her, she would be like kind of fixated, and like she's too shy to like go up and do anything, but she's definitely like more focused on her, I think, and just kind of like watching her out of the corner of her eye.
Side eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. I think there would be some sort of recognition there, though.
Hell yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's fine. It's alright. I was laughing because I thought that was gonna go the exact opposite way. I thought you were gonna say some shit like elves fucking hate Eladrin.
Yeah, it's all fucking on site.
So
I was
little of
preparing
me.
myself
You
for
think
that, honestly.
so
No. Oh wait.
little of
I
me.
think highly of you, just so you know. Okay.
Wow.
I'm
I
sorry.
I too think I leave you. I was just like, oh, this is how this is going. That's awesome.
Anyway, what's everyone else doing?
Well, okay. So given that we're already kind of in the back of the room, I do not notice the newcomers yet, or I mean, Anariel doesn't notice the newcomers yet. I kind of keep switching between Valmaxian and Margot, and yeah, I was gonna say earlier that Anariel leans in towards Margot and asks, what you were saying to Danica, that is true, that you think you could know the trick here just by looking?
I'm not quite sure yet. I'm trying to see what he's doing with this game. Usually there's some sort of tell, like usually like they do some sort of like, I don't know, flourish, or does like something to distract the audience or the players. You know, it's part of the trick. It's part of the magic, you know? And once you figure out what that trick is, then you know what to look for. You know what they're trying to. Because usually when they do something like that, it's to keep your eyes away from something else. And then once you know what your eyes need to be drawn to, then that's where you get them, and that's when you can run them for whatever money that they have. And you know what? They'll accuse you of cheating, and they'll tell you to get out and to stop playing. And you can just laugh away with the money that you made from them.
You think he will get angry if you win? He seems so jovial right now.
Yes, he seems jovial because he seems to be winning at the moment. Though, yes, you see the, and then like Margot just kind of points out to like people just like walking away, just like grumbling, just like about like how they just like lost their earnings. A man's always a bit more happy with a bit more gold in his pocket. Now let's see how the tables turn when like he's the one who has to give up his gold.
I relate to man. Yes.
That's fine.
All right, perfect. All right, you ready to see the game?
Woo! Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Cool.
Is it an owlbear?
Valmaxian
just-
will no. I'm just going to roll for you. Valmaxian will see you well, and you'll see that he has this sort of carousel with several numbers on it, and he will take a look at new faces. He says, "Ah, new faces! Ah, wonderful, 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 wonderful. Are you interested in winning or losing money?"
Hmm.
Oh, he's talking
Yeah,
to
I'm
us.
talking to all of you.
To us or them?
All of you. because all of you guys are watching.
Winning
Oh,
winning
okay.
would be very preferable
Yes.
to me, sir.
You five, come closer,
We'd love
please,
to win
please,
some
please,
gold.
please.
Yes.
Well, you want
Oh,
to win
we're-
money, knighted man. You want to win money, correct, little lady?
Yes.
Indeed.
Wonderful. And you, look at you. You're dressed for the occasion. He's pointing over at you.
She looks down at. Oh yes.
Yes, I see you recognize a fellow performer. Yes.
Yes. You gotta watch out. As they say, folks like us are cheats, scoundrels. They'll take your money and bleed you dry.
I mean,
You know better than to come to this table.
I have seen many a carnival game, and yes, I have seen my share of some wicked con men who know how to bleed their audience dry. But I'm sure you're not that sort of man, are you, good sir?
I bleed them just enough. If I would bleed them dry, well, then I'd be an assassin. What would I be here? Yelling my name out across the table and out this tavern? And why would I end up here of all places? Myself, I was looking to be in a better spot. Perhaps you came for the multiverse as well.
Yes, actually, yes, we were here originally for the multiversal, but it seems that we never got the chance to make it there. But
Hey, one day
yes,
you will make it there, kid. You keep your nose to the ground. You keep dancing, and you'll eventually make it where dreams really come true.
yes, one can only hope.
Right.
Yes, I
How much do you hope? About 5 gold worth or 10 gold worth?
Margaret just kind of chuckles at this. It's like, And you promise not to bleed me too dry,
No, I wouldn't. No dagger in hand, no weapons of mine. The only thing I have is this sweet carousel device here that has been constructed for the game. It is appropriate and it is standardized, mind you. Okay, no tricks. You may take a look at it. You may cast any number of spells on it if you are so inclined to. And if you need me to pull it apart to show you that it's all good and to go, well, I'll do that as well. Just after I take the rest of your money. Give you time to work off
Yes.
that anger. And this way I can dismantle it myself without you having to do it for me.
I mean, yes, it wouldn't be right to take too much of their money, because otherwise, how could you have repeat customers?
Right. No, of course. Right? And he'll say, so, I assume you would like to play a game, and you're green, right?
I'm green.
Little
Yes,
greenling,
yes,
you would like to play as well.
Am I little to him? How tall is he?
He's standing on a chair.
That explains it. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Yes. All right. So I'm so sorry. What did he just ask me again?
Little greenling, would you like to play?
Yes. Why not? Well. How do I play first? Can I learn that before I decide?
Yes, you can learn for 5 gold pieces. Please put them on the table. As for you, and he'll point over at the armored gentleman. He'll say, after you. Would you like to play?
Yes, you have already convinced me as I walk through the door.
I love a
You
man in
don't
honor.
already
It
have-
means he can afford it. That's one thing. And beyond that, they also can't run away too far. And now, will I chase you? Perhaps not. I assume you have a sword or two. But, you at least have honor.
Honor, I hope so. I hope
Honor,
so.
you
I
couldn't
hope
buy
you have
his
honor as
honor.
well.
You couldn't buy his honor. But you might be able to sell it. So I would ask for you to put 5 gold down onto the table, please.
I'll tell you what. For this first one, I will make it 10. Put down
Oh.
10
A
gold.
man
playing
after my own pockets. I
field.
love it.
Luck, as it were.
I love it. No, I love it. I this is why I play. This is why I win. Folks like you. I love it. I lose seldom, but I love playing. What is that, a rat? What is that on the ground? Oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
Oh,
Apologies, Dragonkin. Perhaps a game?
Tigron's gonna sneer and say, "You're already playing games with me."
Oh, yes.
oh shit.
Yes. And I don't mean to. You have to imagine, I'm seeing people that are all very tall, and then I see you scurrying around. Sorry, I see you walking around, and I assume that perhaps something is up. But come to find out that I am amongst brethren, as I too myself have found myself living amongst the monk in my younger years.
Tigron's gonna hear it, and as his attention starts to focus on something green near this man, he's just gonna hear "wah, wah, 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 wah," and he's immediately going to focus, and his eyes are going to widen, and he's going to hear Muriel from last night saying "Forest Stomper" just echoing in his mind, and he's going to then see the girl next to her. And the gears will begin to start turning very rapidly, and he's going to think, "Oh my fucking god!" And he's going to, as he's just mid talking to Tigron, he's gonna try and shimmy along the bar, just trying to get past all the crowd of people closer to them.
Awesome, wonderful. And he says, so you are interested. Please come forward. Come forward, but just know that if you're in the top row, you need to at least put a little bit of gold onto the table. Just a small little payment of 5 gold. It's no big deal, really. But you have a chance to win it back. Hell, you have a chance to triple it back. Come on, 5 gold. 5 gold for the Dragonkin. 5 gold on the table. What's 5 gold? Will you put the 5 down? Dragonkin.
Tigron is getting more and more annoyed. And then it's just gonna reach a point where he's gonna yell, yeah, you can have 5 gold off me on my fucking will.
Oh.
Okay, well, seems like not everyone here has come to lose. Seems like they have lost enough already. So we will move on, and we will play. Oh, wait, my God! Look at you, white hair, elf, a tall tree for me to, lose to, surely. Right. Perhaps you would like to play a game.
She is not paying attention. She is too busy staring at an Ariel. She's not here.
Perhaps the lady in white would like to play the game with me.
Wordlessly, she will put 5 gold on the table, and her eyes will not leave an Ariel.
Well,
Fucking amazing.
it pays to be this good looking, am I right? Am I right? Alright. Well, here we go. Let's play the game. And he'll put 2 fingers on his tongue, and then he'll fix his eyebrows, and he'll say, here's how we play. It's very simple. I'm going to spin a ball, and please pass this around amongst those of you who have bet, and he will hand you all the ball. I will spin this ball around this contraption, which will eventually stop, and hopefully it stops on a number that you choose. You see, you'll pick a number from 1 to 20. And, well, if you choose the number that it lands on, or if you choose odds or even, and it lands onto an odd or even number, well, you make your money back in a half. Right? Pretty simple.
Ooh.
Very simple. And very easy to win, right? And if you happen to choose the exact number, well, and you call your shot, right? Well, you make triple your money. Isn't that interesting? Sound like a good game?
It is quite tempting.
So you choose evens or odds, or you choose a number. You see how lucky we are. Now, you'll get bold. You'll say, perhaps I'll do even and odd. Right? Make a pretty penny as I go along, but that's not how you make real money. Well, you make real money by betting real money. So I would say if I was any of you, well, I'd pay 100 gold and attempt to choose a specific number. If I were any of you.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Is he telling us that the minimum is like 100
No.
for the bet?
No, he's
Okay.
just saying if you were worth
He
it.
just wants people to do that shit.
He wants you to
Yeah.
bet. He wants you to bet and bet big now.
Zion,
Mhm.
Zion's gonna lean like his head down the table to look at Margot for a second, and he'll say to her, "Forgive me, I thought I heard him say that. I thought I heard you say you too a performer. Yes, you are familiar with these things."
Yes. I'm also a performer, though mine is more in the art of dance rather than the art of games such as this. But yes, I am quite familiar with types such as these, with games such as these. Yes, there's always even though he says that there's no trick to it, that it's completely fair. There's always something that gives the game runner at least a little bit of an edge, and I'm trying to spot what that might be.
I see. That is fascinating. Dancer. If you had to put it, all my 10 gold on one number, which number would you choose? Which number is the least likely to be tricked or trapped in his ways? And he's saying this full like just in front of this guy, speaking as if he's trapping it.
Well, the best way to win is by not playing at all, but
I fear it's too late for that.
She's being humble. It's 14. That would be the number that I would choose personally.
So, what number besides 14, because that is obviously a lie, do you think we should choose, Dancer? No offense,
Mm,
my good man.
None taken. I don't take offense. I take money.
Cold-hearted. Holy shit.
So has Margot ever seen a game like this?
This game is new to you. This is a contraption which you see is almost custom built. Something that you imagine, per the Multiversel's, wonders, or that they spoke of, would be something that one would like to show off.
Mm.
A new way to gamble.
Yes, Valmaxian, is it?
Yes.
Can I get a little, you offered a sneak peek in how this mechanism works. I've never seen such a wondrous device such as this, and I was wondering how a contraption such as this works, if you do not mind.
Yes, well, simple as, I will, and he says I can pull this top off, and he'll pull the top off, and it just is like a bowl, and then he'll have a stick that looks like it has little locking mechanisms that spin around, and then he will pull that up, and then he'll kick the stand that almost hurts his foot because it's so heavy, and then he will say, and that's it! You see, this is just a simple, well, I'm a big pictures guy, I'll be honest, and I'll tell you this as much. But when I had the gentleman make it, and, well, he was good with mechanics and all, I simply said, give me a dish that is numbered 1 through 20, and let it spin until it stops eventually. No rhyme or reason, just as soon as it gives out. You know, I let you all give it a big spin. I'll take myself out of the equation. I just brought the game so I get the money. And hopefully I have enough money to start to sell these pieces elsewhere.
Interesting. And do I notice like just like when he's like running the machine, like do I notice like anything weird, or like is he doing like anything like specific, or is this like, there's like any like sort of like hand motions, or just like any just like something like he seems like maybe like trying to distract, like if he's like doing some sort of like distracting like hand motion, or just like trying.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see if there's like anything weird about the machine.
I'll have you do performance with advantage to decide
Okay.
if you see that he's doing anything that is like a showman's like trick.
Okay, performance with advantage.
Mhm.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay.
Anyone else want to look at the machine?
Yeah, I mean, I'm here.
How
So I'll
are you
take a
going to
look
try
at
to
it.
look at it? What are you going to try to discern from it?
Could I see this sleight of? Could I try to sleight of hand it, or perceived sleight of hand? I guess however you'd want to put that. In regards to seeing his, yeah, as he's pulling it apart, is he, flipping any switches, any quick stuff there?
Sure. Yeah, do perception.
Okay,
Alright.
so I rolled what is let me just get out my calculator. I rolled a 26.
That's awesome.
Yeah, awesome.
Let me get
You
out my
see-
calculator.
You see no trick, no quick hand, nothing that would show more than just his showmanship, nothing that would attempt to fix the game from him.
Yeah, I think like Margot's just like kind of like studying, like seeing as he's like running the machine, and like she just kind of has her like like chin, like, or she has her hand at her chin, like her like foot is like tapping out just like a rhythm, just like trying to think, and she's like just just looking and just like studying the machinery, just like seeing his like actions to see if like he's just like like trying to distract from anything, see if he's like doing any like extra like flourishy, and she's just not seeing anything. And I think like with like a sigh, she's like, yes, this truly is a wondrous machine. My father always said to to start betting low, to build your confidence. Don't want to give too much away at first. And then like she turns to Zayn and says, I don't know if I can recommend you a specific number, as I'm planning on doing a game of odds or evens, but and then she's like, it's like thinking in her head.
Dancer, was your father a rich man?
You can kind of like see Margot just like, you can like kind of like see like she like blinks fast for a moment, and then like you could kind of like see like her like shoulders like kind of like stiffen for a second, and then like relax. It's like she just like controls back her expression. Not especially. He was just wise in the ways of men.
And simply put, what I would suggest is for you to take a gamble. A real true gamble. For once, at least in your life. And hell, 2 times if you want to do one for your father. Make some real money. Come on. Choose a number. Bet high.
Okay, I'm staying with my original bet of 5, but okay, I'll make a let's just say 9.
All right. Above table, what we're going to do, if you're going to play this game, I want you to type the number that you want in it and put it in the main chat, please. So put it in main. Type the number. If you're choosing odd, even, whatever, put the number down.
A single person going for odds and evens is killing me.
Yeah.
Tigger not playing is awesome. Tigger don't have money, huh? Tigger, bro.
I think he might be the richest one here, actually.
Yeah.
Because he's not playing. Yeah.
Just off of recaps alone, he might be moneybagsing us.
Yeah. I mean, as Margot said, the only way to win is not by playing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, perfect. So he will say, wonderful. Put in your numbers. Let me hear some numbers here while we spin the wheel, and he'll begin to spin the wheel. What do we got from you?
13.
13. Good number. Lucky number, even. Some would also say very unlucky, depending on the
Unlucky for
Friday.
some,
On the
but it is
Friday.
lucky this day.
Your number, ma'am?
9 for me, sir.
9. Ooh. Number 9. No significance for that, just an interesting number. As for anyone else, what did you choose?
7.
7. Wonderful number. Absolutely wonderful number. Another lucky one. That's great. And you, sweet angel.
12.
12. You see, that's my favorite number. Is that your favorite number?
She doesn't hear him.
Yeah, it's just kidding. That's my favorite set of numbers next to each other. Is that your favorite?
Very strange to have a favorite number, sir.
Well, I have 2 of them. I just put them right together. And, you seem like the one that I would like to do that too. Perhaps, let me adjust. Let's see what this number
Holy
lines up
shit.
with.
No fucking way.
And it spins around, and it finally lands, and hopefully I can roll this to all, so you guys can see it. Ah!
Oh.
A 9! A 9! Unfixed, rolled naturally, and I do want to say above table, that's 100% real. I rolled on the D&D site.
Please
Y'all know-
shoot.
y'all know I
Interesting.
can't.
Girlfriend's number
Y'all know I
wins.
can't do that.
Holy.
That's fascinating.
Holy.
Oh my goodness! Now, you've won 15 gold. That is wonderful. Look at you. For once you took the number, you took the bet, and as insignificant it was, the win was significant for yourself. You, ma'am, you have redeemed your father here. Now what about your mother, and how much is she worth?
Inario's gonna interrupt and kind of grab Margot's shoulder and say like, "You did it! You figured out the trick! You won! Great job!"
Or
Well
perhaps,
done. Well done.
or perhaps 2 performers have outdone you. Have you not heard of that gambit? Well, one works for the other to get over on a couple of townspeople. But you know how she wouldn't do it is, well, she would put her money back onto the table if that wasn't the case. And then you wouldn't have a knight and a greenling and a beautiful woman after you.
No. She won that money fair and square. We saw it with our own eyes.
Oh! Well, then you see that this game is truly fair. And even though you lost all of your money, and it seems as though she's gained it, and he'll put 5 gold in his pocket, he'll say, what's important is that you can play again, and you can win again. So, one more round? It's a quick game. You only have to buy in with 5 gold.
I think I've had enough for the moment.
Also,
In-
I may balk at the insinuation that I am in any way affiliated with this game. I have never met this man before in my life.
Well, you are a natural. It seems as though you've known this game longer than I have. Perhaps you would want to bet on that?
This guy.
Well, my father always said to quit while you're ahead, so unfortunately I must take my bow here. And then,
Oh,
like,
but I
mark-
told you about your father. He's daft. He doesn't know. And you're the one with 15 gold, not him. So why don't you start while you're behind? No, one more try.
No.
Why don't you bet again, please? Please, one more time. I can't. Well, I want to see if it's simple luck, or perhaps you have figured out something that I don't know.
Yeah, I think like Margot just kind of like turns to like Anariel and just kind of like whispers real quick. It's just like, yeah, see, when they want to start to lose, they start to get quite desperate and like wanting to start playing again. This is quite known.
It is exactly like you said. He is starting to get really weird.
Yes.
What are you saying of
don't
me? I assume the Eladrin's not saying that quietly.
She's not very good at speaking quiet. You're absolutely right. Yes.
Yes, we were just discussing strategy, and then Margot turns her head back. It's just like, do you think I should humor the poor man one more time, or do you think we should just quit while we're still ahead?
Humor me, please.
Oh.
Humor me, just the once more.
To
I
be
was not
fair,
talking to you.
I don't think he's very poor since he kept winning before. Perhaps we should just move on, and his mood will change again soon when more people place more bets.
It's not a matter of money, it's the matter of winning. I like winning. I like being the one who wins.
You won my money, sir. You be happy with the money you have won.
It's
sir.
not enough. Is what I'm truly attempting to tell you. It's not enough.
I mean, you came out evens, didn't you, with the money that you collected from the others? 15. Oh,
Well, that means
no, actually, you came out
that
more
means
than
I'm-
even.
that means I'm losing. I'm supposed to. You see, the thing is that you put your money on the table and then you walked away with money, and that's a problem. Don't you see?
I mean, yes, but you collected 10 from the knight over there and 5 from my companion.
Okay,
and
just five. Just 1 gold. 1 gold game. Simple.
Zayn's gonna lean over to the 2 new girls, and he's gonna say, I believe if we say anything to him, it will just give him ammo for a reason for us to keep betting. You can do as you wish, but I am stepping away.
Yeah, he sees you guys talking. He says, a shared bet, you pull your money together. We do a 15 gold bet.
Goodbye.
You guys split it
Goodbye.
3 ways back, but you only have to put in 5 in.
I'm
It's a
going to
pool,
get
and
a
that's the way
drink.
that other people
Goodbye.
gamble.
Zayn turns away from the tables, waving his hand behind him as he leaves. Goodbye.
With Zayn walking away, Irene is still at the table looking at Anariel. Thank you.
And he will actually say, ladies, if you would prefer to spend your money on a drink, perhaps, instead of losing it to this man.
That does sound rather inviting. I think we'll take your invitation. And then she turns to Nariel. If that is good with you.
Yes, I think that would go very nice with the breakfast that we have asked for. And
Then it's decided.
yeah. All right, and Ariel's gonna hopefully by this point she will have noticed that
The
that she
2
is
people beaming
being
at her.
intensely stared at. Now that the commotion of the betting has finished, so
The commotion's
going
just
to-
started.
now that it has very, very much been finished, and she's going to look over at this lovely fellow, well, I guess distant relative, I suppose, since they both have elven ancestry, and she's gonna be a little like confused by the intense staring for a moment, because she first caught it out of the corner of her eye, but she notices that, let's see, what I mean to say is that Irene doesn't look threatening to her. She seems very kind. So Anariel's gonna
And you'd be correct in that. And you'd be correct in that. She is not giving an expression. She's giving a very disarming expression. Actually, her eyes look like spotlights right now.
Aww.
She's looking at you.
Okay.
Very not threatening.
And Ariel's gonna feel a little flattered by such a gaze, and she's gonna turn to this stranger and smile and say, hello, my name is Anariel. What is your name?
She'll be slack-jawed for a moment, and then she'll be like,
Apologies. How rude of me.
and she'll like cup her hand over her mouth and look away, shyly, and then she'll say,
It's just, well, I've never met one of your kind before. I've only read about Eladrins in my books, and in all my travels I've never stumbled across one such as you, and you're beautiful. A nature spirit, a true nature spirit.
and her mouth is still over her mouth.
You stinking cute. Okay. Anariel's gonna be very, very flattered, but in like a little bit of a dismissive way. She'll be like, "Oh, thank you very much. You are also so pretty. Look at your hair. It is like the sparkling of stars. Very lovely."
Yeah, her face will turn red, and she'll be like,
Thank you so much. I'm just so curious, and I have, goodness, I know we've just met. I'm Irene. I've come here with my friends Zayn and Tigran. I'd love to pick your brain about your where you come from and what life has been for you. I'm just so curious to learn more.
There might be a moment of, Inariel had been enjoying this interaction very much right up until that moment that she's kind of asked to think on her own past, her own life experience in her home, and it's just like just a flicker that she has a bit of an expression change before she kind of turns it on again, and she says, yes, of course, but there's so much time to get to things of that matter. Why not we have breakfast all together first? Have you eaten yet?
I haven't had much of an appetite, to be fair, but sure, we can sit and share a meal.
Yes. Lovely. Let us get steak and famous bread that only made here but known everywhere, I hear. Yes.
she is precious. Irene is going to nod enthusiastically and make her way over to the others.
This character's
Hell yeah.
so fucking powerful.
Hey.
Yeah, and Zayn will be. I guess Zayn will be getting him drinks and a table. So he's got a spot set up.
Eventually,
for
the food arrives at a table for the ladies who seem to have ordered it already, and she'll say, "Oh, you're sitting together." And Danica will say, "I assume drinks then."
Oh, yes, Danica, would you mind, would you mind, sending another glass of beer to to Valmaxian? I do feel rather bad about taking his money, and it might lift his spirits a bit.
Will do. And she'll do so, and she'll look over at the others, and she says, "Well, you found good company."
Oh, you've met these people before?
Patrons, the like. My husband get along with you, and it seems as though we now have 3 women who have been blessed to deal with Ern before. and his special little mead, and she'll then give a week over to Irene, and then she will say, well, I'll go gather the drinks then.
Oh no. Don't tell me that he got one over on you guys as well.
Actually, no. Thanks to this one. And then Margot just like kind of like gestures like with like her head over to Anariel. Anariel, if you would you maybe you can recount our encounter with it seems the increasingly notorious Ern.
Yes, that Ern guy. Well, we found him outside, and he brought us here after we had gotten in through the gate because those knights were there, attacking us. And then, he took us here for drinks, and he got very, very expensive drinks and said we were to pay for them. And I thought he was being a little bit of a jerk, and we did not know it was gonna cost 49 gold. And so I tried to talk I tried to talk Erwin down and said we would help his cousin, and he didn't seem to really accept that too much. But in the end we still paid 25 each, but then Danica gave it back. So that was really good. And Ern also drank the drinks we paid for.
And she'll stifle a laugh and she'll say,
That sounds like him.
and her cheeks will turn red, and then she'll say,
But he really isn't so terrible when you get to know him. He's quite kind, actually.
Danica said something similar. I think he must have just been very thirsty and no money. Yeah.
Well, he does tend to get enjoyment from these things. A good man, but certainly a bit sick in the head, I would say.
Yes, Danica did mention that, well, she believes deep down that he is a decent person. He is a bit of a drunk and a trickster. So we have seen at least 2 of those qualities in our meetings with him.
And she'll say, well, I'm glad that Danica at least sort of smoothed over his decisions, I suppose.
Yes, it was quite kind of her to refund us the price of the drinks. She did not have to, but she did anyway. So yes, we are quite grateful for that, and as well as the hospitality her and her husband has provided for our, well, very brief stay here in Vallaki, as we've recently only arrived as of very early this morning.
she'll ask,
Sorry, go ahead.
oh yeah, she was just gonna ask,
Where are you all traveling from?
Yes, we've actually both came from the town of Kresk. It's in the I believe it's quite far, a few days journey from here, but yes, we somehow managed to make it here to Vallaki, though how we came here is a bit hazy, I might say.
It was absolutely dream travel. Yes.
Dream
Travel.
travel?
Yeah, your dreams.
Well, I guess that wasn't very specific. It was nightmare travel, really. Right, Margot? You had also nightmare?
Yes, I did have a rather unpleasant dream, but when we awoke outside of Vallaki, but yes, we managed to make it here safe, thanks to Anario's quick thinking. Yes, we had a run-in with some rather brutish knights outside of the gate, though it seems that they're not welcome here in the town, which we are both quite thankful for. And
Her
should not
ears will
be
ring at that. The knights that are not welcome here. And she'll sort of cut you off. She'll interject. These knights. You say they aren't welcome here. What were they wearing?
If I remember correctly, they're wearing some sort of a cerulean blue type of armor. Haven't seen I'm not sure what kind of a livery or like what place they're from. No. They did mention, and Margo's like thinking. Yes, rather unpleasant ordeal. But I believe that they said they're knights of never heard of this place before. Margo's like
She'll say Arendelle.
Yes, I believe that's what they said. I knew it started with an A.
You'll see her, Irene's shoulders will stiffen, and she'll become very rigid, and her eyes will kind of start to like dart around, like she's like looking down, and her breath hitches a bit, and she says, "Well, you wouldn't have recognized them, no. They come from very far away, and I must apologize for you running into them because they're here, unfortunately for me." And she'll look ashamedly down at her hands on the table. And she'll say, "However, did you survive the ordeal?"
Well, I don't think we would have survived except for the help of Anariel here. She was most instrumental in us getting away from the knights unscathed.
Oh.
And she, just as she had suspected, and Irene will like nod, and her eyes will shine with admiration at Anariel once more.
Oh, and Nariel's gonna be flattered by Margot's perspective on how that had gone. But I may have gotten us out of there, but Margot did a really good job embarrassing the heck out of them. She blinded them and made them all fall over. Well, okay, one of them. And it was quite hilarious. But yes, I may have teleported us into the gate. My just, abilities. It's fine. But I am sorry that you are having to deal with men such as them. I know what that is like, and I'm sorry that they've followed you here.
She'll, her eyes will become a bit glassy, but she'll kind of shake her head a bit, almost to shake off the emotion, and she'll say, "Well, I'm sorry that you have to understand these feelings." And she'll say, "It is just a comfort to me that there is but one place in this cursed land that they cannot enter." And then she'll remember that and she'll say, "And truthfully, it's because of Ern that they're not allowed here. So I must find him most urgently to thank him."
That is going to earn some respect from Anariel's perspective for sure. If he's done something to try to control men like that, then her perspective on him has certainly shifted a lot today.
As cool as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as it is now, they cannot get into this city. We can rest well for the time being. Do the two of you have any plans while you are in the city? What did you come here for, if I might so ask?
Oh,
Oh, go ahead.
oh, sorry. We were actually on a mission to the Wizard of Wines. We were sent from the Burgomaster of Kresk in order to see why the wine stopped being sent out.
Zain's gonna pull out his. They have a shared map, right? Physically, Fabian.
Yeah.
He's gonna pull out the map and just put it on the table. And I believe the Wizard of Wines is actually between Kresk and, just not looking at the map right now, is between Kresk and Vallaki, right? Like they would have almost passed it to get here, as if they traveled
they
normally,
would have
which they
passed
did
it
not.
to get to. Yeah, they would have passed
Yeah.
it to get here.
Yeah, and yeah, he'll just finger along the map there, and he'll say, "That is interesting. If you headed to the Wizard of Wines, surely you would have, not to call you a liar, of course, but if I recall, the path is right here, no?" And he'll point to where the map turns off for the Wizard of Wines instead of for Vallaki.
Above table. Damn! Oh, that's cool. Okay.
I'm glad you like that.
Yeah, I'll go ahead, Mark. I mean, abs, but
I
yeah.
have to do cool shit or I die.
Yeah. If I must be completely honest, would Margot know have seen like a map of like Barovia, or just like she just like have like no idea, just kind of like geography wise where everything is from each other?
I think that you would have been shown where the Wizard of Wines is. You wouldn't have been
Mhm.
offered a copy of the map by Baron Kreskov. He would have just showed you where you're supposed to go and how you get back.
Mhm.
And so you would have
Gotcha.
had maybe that written out on a piece of paper of what like landmarks you would pass by to get to Wizard of Wines, but alas, you lost that in the chase.
Okay.
Okay.
And we don't really know much beyond that. Or, well, up until this point, we didn't know.
You don't know
Okay.
anything about the surrounding areas.
Gotcha. I think like Margot's like kind of like just like looking down at the map that like Zayn is like rolled out or like has rolled out like onto the table, and it's just like kind of like looking like where Kresk is, like looking down to like the Wizard of Wines, and then like seeing where Vallaki is. So she's like looking at it, and like she has a look of puzzlement on her face for a moment as like she's trying to just like kind of like tracing the path, like remembering the directions that the Burgomaster gave her, and just thinking just like, yes, we would pass that way. This is like this in her head, like just thinking, yes, we would pass that way, but we didn't seem to make it there. Oh, just like above table, does Margot and Ariel like remember being chased by the monster?
You,
Okay.
you don't remember anything that happened after the bottom of that basement. Of being in the bottom of that
Gotcha.
basement to getting to the door.
Okay, understood. I just want to make sure, just like I don't like speak about something that Margot and Ariel like don't remember. Okay, got it.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so like Margot's like looking at this like map. She's a bit puzzled. No, you are correct that we would have passed by the Wizard of Wines on the way to Vallaki, but if we are to be completely honest, as we were making our way from Kresk, we never quite made it to the Wizard of Wines. As you see, as we were walking there, we suddenly
We had sleep travel. Yes.
there was suddenly, well, I know that Kresk is cold, but it seemed that as we were walking, the weather shifted. The snow became heavier, the air grew colder, colder than even Kresk. We did not expect the weather to be quite this bad. At least the Burgomaster did not warn us that the weather was going to be, or did not warn us of an incoming snowstorm like going down that way. But yes, suddenly, yeah, the sky filled with snow. It was hard to see anything, and we did not get a great look at it, but it seems some sort of, like, Margot's just like kind of like trying to remember, just like this, like from like the haze of like that missing period of time, and just kind of like trying to block out that memory a little bit because of just like how kind of traumatic it was. There was some sort of, I don't even know if I can call it a beast, but we heard, as we were walking, we heard the cries of, it seemed to be a little girl, and we decided to follow that voice because, you know, in a blizzard such as this, a child should not be left alone in the cold. And while we did not find a child, we were ambushed by some sort of beast which chased us for quite a long time off path from the Wizard of Wines, until we eventually ended up in this cabin where I know we were able to hide from the monster, and the monster left, but I'm afraid, just even talking with Anariel, it just seems that from that time in this cabin to where we ended up this morning at the gates of Vallaki, unfortunately, it's a complete blank. We're quite unsure how we got here.
Zayn will take all that in for a second, and as she speaks to the little girl, Zayn's mind is going to go to Arabelle once again. They had no real luck looking for her on the path that they were on. Bits and pieces, maybe clues here and there, but nothing concrete, nothing left to go on. If they were to try again, where would they even begin? But just hearing the description, a little girl, from somebody else, makes him think maybe, just maybe, she's still out there, in trouble, perhaps, and maybe not long for this world without help, but still out there, maybe. But he's not ready to put all of that on them just yet. So he'll say, escape from a beast, traveling seemingly without mind and body, and winning gold from that man over there. You seem quite the lucky one, Miss Dancer. What was your name?
Oh, yes, how impolite of me to not give introductions. Yes,
not at all.
yeah, and then like Margot just kind of like with like kind of just like a small like flourish of like her hand, just like as like a small like head bow. Yes, my name is Margot.
Margot. And you can see he has some trouble pronouncing that with his way of speech. You can see Margot. Margot, of course, it is nice to meet you. And yourself. And he'll look at the green girl.
Hello, my name is Anariel.
Inariel. That is a beautiful name, both of you. Beautiful names. My name is Zayn of Prohinia, a land quite far from here. I am a dragon knight.
In my studies, I've never heard of a land named such as this. Well, I've never heard of a land named Barovia, so perhaps there is many a land that, you know, has escaped my studies, but it is a pleasure. It is a pleasure to meet you all. It's nice to have a bit of a respite and a companionship after being on the run from a beast and yeah, coming into this land.
Speaking of just above table, sorry to interject here. Speaking of beast, Fabian, is there like anything from this conversation that would like glean what this beast was, or if there was any like similarity to the beast that they had had eaten Oksana?
Yeah. It would be at the moment they talked about it being colder. About a blizzard coming out of nowhere. That's what would ring to you as to what this beast was. And to clarify,
Okay.
there was something else that beast also had, in case you wanted to do that.
There was the speech mimicry. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, so I think yeah, well, since the conversation has moved away from that and more into introductions, Irene will kind of like sit and ponder that, but I don't know if she would speak on it quite yet.
And Zion actually, speaking of introductions, Zion is going to, as he's speaking, is going to look around. Where is Tigran right now, Modal?
So
What's he up
Tigran
to?
fighting through a sea of people while y'all were gambling.
What?
And then once he got out of that ocean of legs,
Oh, okay.
he noticed that everyone was at the bar and was starting to panic, seeing that like his strategy was very quickly falling apart when it came to introducing them to the girls. So he was mostly hanging out on the fringes, seeing where this was going.
Oh,
That's fire. Yeah, yeah, Zion's just gonna say, it is Miss Irene, as you have already met, and where is Tigran? Where have you gone?
Tigran would be like on the edge of like these seats, just listening in. He, after thinking that it was completely out of control, he heard them mentioning the Wizard of Wines, and he perked up a little bit, thinking that maybe this could go into a direction that he needed to go in. And he figures once they start talking about the monster, that if they give them intel, they might be willing to join them just for safety's sake. So he'll come out of the fringes and say, Tigran, the Kindled, and that monster, we found that thing before. It ate one of ours. We called it a monkey see. That thing, it uses the snow, I think, to find your tracks. And it mimics voices to try and draw you in, lure you in, thinking that somebody else is there and needs your help. Only for you to find a thing that's chest is open. All the more eager to eat you.
Yeah, Marco's breath is kind of like catches like in her throat for a second. It's like, so I see you have had a run-in with the beast as well, though would probably be quite hard to forget. It did have quite a foul stench that accompanied it. I'm so sorry to hear about your friend. Yes, it chased us for quite a while, and a ferocious, nasty thing.
yes. I'm still not even entirely sure how we got away out of that house. So I think we are so lucky not to have met the same fate as your friend. I am also so sorry to hear.
That thing chased you and you lived to tell. Made out of rabbit's feet, the both of you, huh?
I thought the same thing. We might actually be able to use your help. Tigran, perhaps they could know about the thing we talked about. Alluding to them looking for somebody.
Above table. I might be thinking of the wrong person.
The fact that Muriel said to him that there's people in Valaki that need help, and he told that to
yeah.
Zayn, and now Zayn's putting that back on him, not knowing that this is literally the people.
Tigran will nod and say, "See, I got some friends in certain places. One of them might have told me about 2 new people finding their way in here. One of them a little forest stomper. Well, what a coincidence that we just happened to find them right here, huh?" And Tigran will look at the map that would be pointing to the Wizard of Wines, and he'll say, "And as it happens, the Wizard of Wines is a place we needed to stop by for a few days now. Just helping some friends out here in this inn. If you'd like, we can all hold hands and find our way over to the tower over there. You know, assuming we don't get eaten."
Anariel takes very kindly to being referred to as a forest stomper, and she, yeah, she grins and nods eagerly. Yes, the more the merrier when it comes to traveling through woods such as these.
Yes, and having more company would be quite useful in accomplishing our task for the burgomaster. So, I would not be averse to more company, though I believe that we might have another person who might want to join us in our journey. At least when I spoke to Erwin last night, or when we spoke to Erwin, he had mention of, I believe it was a cousin who also wished to, well, at least when we spoke of wanting to go to the Wizard of Wines to determine why the wine shipments have stopped, Erwin mentioned that he had a cousin who was also interested in accompanying us in that goal, as she also wanted to see what was the issue.
Tigran will raise an eyebrow and he'll say, "A cousin from the Walker Weasel? You sure he's not going to try and scam all the drinks out from that place?"
Oh, no,
Erwin, not Ern.
Erwin's.
Oh, that. Okay.
Yes, I believe Erwin's family owns the Wizard of Wines, so yes, a relative of his wanted to join us, accompany us on the way to the Wizard of Wines.
Tigran's eyebrow will raise and say, "Ah, a distant family member, huh? Well then, I guess we'll just have to make sure they get there safe, won't we?"
Well, if she's offering to help, I don't see any issue in her wanting to accompany us, and it seems it to be a family matter, and just maybe it's just a member of the family wanting to check in on other members of the family. It makes sense to me, and would be nice to have like an additional some additional support, because as you know, that there's many dangers out here in Barovia, and well, the more the merrier.
And it feels like the least we could do in response to Danica's generosity for the two of us.
Tigran will smirk a little knowingly and he'll say, Oh yeah, like you said, more the merrier.
Yes, Erwin did mention that his cousin would be here this morning, so I was about to try to find him to see if he knew if his cousin has arrived yet. And I think like Margot's just gonna like start like kind of like scanning around, like seeing if she can like spot either just like Danica or Erwin to see if like she can inquire about the cousin.
Yeah, perfect. And you will see that Danica and Erwin are both standing and talking to each other a bit. And uh, they look a little bit puzzled to each other. But yeah, they're just standing over there at the bar head. Seems like everyone has their drinks. And it seems like the group of people who were, crowding around the table have seemed to subsided. And now it just leaves Valmaxian alone to sit at the table. And he's kind of sitting there with his, hands on his chin.
Yeah. I think like Margot will just kind of like excuse herself from the bar. It's just like, excuse me, all. I must speak with Erwin and Danica for just a moment to inquire about his cousin, but I'll be right back. Continue enjoying your drinks, and then Margot will like start like heading towards Danica and Erwin.
Perfect, yeah. Danica and Erwin are talking to each other, and you'll hear them as you're coming up. You'll hear them say, "And I still found it in this room. I have already thrown it away twice now." Oh, I'm sorry. Did you need another drink, a refill?
Oh, so excuse me for intruding. Yes, and then like yeah, just like Margot seems like a little bit like on the back foot, just kind of like knowing like she's kind of like intruding on like kind of just like a bit of an argument going on. Just kind of like a little bit abashedly, and then like she turns to Erwin. I remember last night you made mention of a cousin who may want to accompany us on the way to the Wizard of Wines. Do you know if she has arrived yet?
She should be hanging around outside, actually.
Oh, well, thank you. Yes. What does she look like so we may identify her?
Well, she looks like much of a brat. She seems to keep to herself, unless you don't want her to. Or rather, unless she finds you interesting. Uh, More importantly, she has a blue stripe in her hair. Some phase of hers, surely.
Well, seems identifiable enough. Thank you. I'll leave you to it.
Take care.
Is this? Yes. Thank you. And like Margot's just like walking through the conversation, just like remembering, like hearing like something in his room, and it's just like she's like kind of thinking to herself, it's like, I wonder if that's that bag game that she heard like some children like playing like outside their door, like when they were like falling asleep. But like she's kind of has this like thought to herself. It's just like, yeah, it's just like, it's like parents arguing over, they're like over like children. So it's just like not my place. And then, yeah, she just like, heads back to her spot at the bar. And like, yeah, just sits back at the table and yeah, turns to the group. It's like, well, it does seem that, yeah, Erwin's cousin is already here. She seems to be outside. He said that she has a blue stripe in her hair. So if we look around, I mean, I'm sure there's not too many people in Vallaki that have blue stripes in their hair. So should be easy to find.
Aaron will smirk a little again. He'll get out of his chair and say, "Well, I guess I'll go and keep watch for her. If anyone wants to accompany me, I'm sure we can use more eyes out there." And he will make his way towards the door.
I think before like Margot goes like to follow Tigra now, like I think like is like she like kind of like clocked like Valmaxian is kind of like sitting looking just kind of like deep in thought at the table. I think like Margot's gonna like walk up to him and it's just like, you look a bit down. Not the face that I expect to see on a performer. What's the
Yeah.
what's the matter?
Well, Maxian is finally, for the first time in his life, he's down and out. You know, out of luck, not a lot to go on. I tried my hand at dancing when I was younger, couldn't do that, and here I find a dancer of sorts that even beats me at a game that I attempt to try to be good at. Seems as though I just can't get it right. This whole performing thing, I'm just not good at it.
Are you telling me that this is the first time that you ever lost at that game of chance of yours? I know that the sort of like carnival games that performers put on, I know oftentimes, you know, just like the chance of luck is small, but you know, sometimes the customer does win, because otherwise, why would they come back? This can't be the first time.
Well, the multiverse cell isn't even real. I lied to you earlier. You can't make it, no one can make it because it doesn't exist. I wasn't here in the first place. And that's where I was going to make some money. You know, I was gonna maybe sell this contraption, and now I can't sell it, it's useless. And he goes, and now I just sort of lost my place. No money to get out of here, and every time I try to go down the road, something tries to kill me. You know, I can't do much. Can't do much, I'm not good at much. I mean,
What do you mean?
I'm good with my words, but, well, it's not like anyone would want me to, you know, would want to hear me or listen to me. It's not like anyone would let me write down their, you know, their stories, be a writer. I mean, I can't do anything.
What do you mean that the multiverse cell isn't real? That was part of the reason why I came in with the Vistani, is I heard word of a multiverse cell,
Oh,
of a place to show off one's wares and performance.
poor girl. Multiverse cell doesn't exist. It isn't here. It's a fairy tale. It's a lie, even.
You can just like see this kind of like just like different like emotions of like crossing like Margot's face. It's just like, can I do like an insight check to see like if he's like lying?
Yeah, good.
Okay. Insight. Be insightful. Be not insightful. That's a 5.
Yeah, it seems like it's hard to tell whether if it's a truth or a lie.
Yeah, I think this is like at a moment like, yeah, it's like Margot's face. It's just kind of this like confusion, then kind of like anger and disbelief. Because that's the main reason why she went into Barovia, is that she heard word of this multiverse cell and was trying to, yeah, just find a place to, you know, just like stage a performance, like, because that's the reason why she's out here, is this like she was like sent out to scout like new locations for her like performing troupe. And I think just kind of taking that, just like, okay, the multiverse cell, not real, though that is a major disappointment. I understand as a fellow performer that, you know, just getting the feeling like you have the opportunity to show your talents and to finally be recognized for that, and, you know, have those hopes dashed away. I do truly understand that. But one of the things about a performer is that even in the direst of circumstances, you still need to keep a smile on your face because that's what the audience lives for. That's what they need. They need that little bit of hope that entertainers, bards like us can provide. And while things may look down, there's always a new morrow and always a chance to get back up and to make the crowds laugh once again.
So, then you agree. You agree that I should continue doing what I do. I should keep at it, not give up.
Yes, I would never discourage a fellow performer from giving up on their dreams, but yes, just keep pursuing, just like keep exploring your craft, even if it isn't through games. You mentioned that dance doesn't work, but there's so many methods of expression. There's telling stories. There's musical instruments. There's just so many methods of expressing oneself through art. I'm sure you'll find something that will work for you, and that will allow you to express yourself in the way you want to be remembered.
Well, they said there was a storyteller here before. And perhaps that's a bit played out. Perhaps I could sing. Maybe that's something I could do. Perhaps I could sing tales. Even.
Yes, singing is another form of expression. Yes, maybe give me a small a sample, just like a fellow bard to bard, to see what we're working with.
Okay. Well, tell me a bit about yourself. Your name?
My name is Margot.
Okay, Margot, and where are you from?
You see, I don't really have much of a home anymore. I travel around quite a bit. You see, I'm a performer in a traveling troupe.
Margot. Always on the go. Never at home. There's something there. Margot, always on the go, never at home. I think a melody or two would tie that together and make something useful.
You see, we all start from somewhere, just keep on pursuing that, and just see where that road takes you. It might take you to a place that you didn't expect to go in the first place.
Right.
Now, tell me about this storyteller. I believe Danica told story of another bard who performs here from time to time.
Oh, well, I don't know much about them. Simply that they told stories. Bothersome folk, but it seems as though they have gone missing, and so perhaps I shall step into their place, tell some stories. Now that, a bard such as yourself is, not going to be sticking around and making fool of me much longer, perhaps I can just take in the sights and become good at something. Really craft something here. And then I'll find my way out of this dreadful place, some way, somehow.
That's a shame. It's always a pleasure to meet another bard and see their creative process. But the land of Barovia is quite dangerous, so who knows what trouble may have befallen that other bard. But yes, just keep performing your craft. I from one performer to another, just most of it is just sheer dedication because I didn't learn to dance by luck alone. I worked hard at it. I trained much of my life in it, and that's how I got to be as good as I am today. But yes, just keep working at it and never give up, okay? Because we always want to see a smile on the face of those that we entertained, and to do that, you must always just keep the smile on your face.
Thank you, Margot. I will. And, well, I'm still working on that song. And perhaps maybe you could help me. Maybe next when I see you, you can tell me a little bit about your travels and what you've done. I could add some new lyrics to the song. Make something proper.
Yes, I'd like to see how you progress. So until next time, Valmaxian. It seems that I'll be leaving shortly, but I eagerly await to see your progress next time we meet.
Yes. Take care, Margot. Be very well.
You as well. And then yeah, Margot just like kind of goes like back to like the bar of the rest of the party. So will we be heading, I believe your friend Tigran out the door to meet Erwin's cousin, or or should we sit here for a little bit longer, perhaps have another beer before heading out on the road? He seemed quite eager to be on his way to the Wizard of Wines.
Zion will Zion will look over and he'll say, they are free to do as they will, and of course you to go with them. I myself have something to attend to within the city. I owe a man a visit, and he owes me a new weapon, or should I say an upgraded one. So, as they are doing that, I will be taking my own route for however long it takes me.
Of course. Well, if you need us, unless and like Margaret looks back to Anariel, I don't know if we have anywhere else to be at the moment, so we will be at I guess we will be just outside the Blue Water Inn to I guess as a meeting point for everyone.
Certainly.
Of course, of course. If you wish to come with me as well, I did not mean to exclude you in any way, of course. It seems as if we would be traveling together. I have never seen. He'll look over at Tigran. Is Tigran already out the door, Modal?
Yeah, he's long gone.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So he'll like look towards the door and then look back, and he'll say, "Frankly, I've never seen him with such pep in his step. So I'm excited to see where this new journey takes us. It seems as if we will be traveling together for the foreseeable future. And if you wish for that travel to begin with a walk down Valaki, I would be much welcome to your company. Of course, do as you like. I will be going about my way."
Well, seeing how familiar you seem to be with Falaki, I wouldn't mind a little tour around the town. Nario, like, it would be lovely if you join me. Though, if you wish to stay here outside the Blue Water Inn, just either or, your choice.
At the same time that she's hesitant to leave the side of her newish companion, she is curious to know more about the newer companions. So,
The new.
yeah. So, Anariel's gonna say, You have fun on your adventure with Zain, Marco. I will stay around here, and we will be here upon your return.
Sounds good. We will be back shortly.
And
Perfect.
before they take off, what is Irene gonna be up to?
Irene is just sitting still. She's just been kind of observing. She doesn't really she doesn't really have an interest. She doesn't have like not an interest, but like yeah, seeing the group splitting up, she's kind of like um and
Hello.
and and yeah, so I think she will be just kind of happy to stay with Inari.
Victor's gonna scoot in on his seat where, like, you know, and he's gonna be like, yeah, and he's just looking at us like, I'll stay with Irene.
Cute.
Side-eye.
Actually, before the gang splits up and looks for clues, he'll say to Victor, Victor, remind me, had you made up your mind on speaking to the Baroness regarding her daughter's situation?
Because, well, I think I'm almost wrapped up here with being able to give her a real plan. And he goes, so, if I just study for a good more while, then perhaps I'll have just enough to be able to prove that I know what we're talking about. But
That
I'm
sounds
ready
excellent.
to talk to her when that's done.
That sounds excellent. Would you prefer to do this by yourself, or would you prefer to have company? If you need my support, you know I am with you all the way. That includes facing down such a admittedly scary woman.
He says, I think this is something that I gotta do myself. But I'll want you guys there when I do it, at least outside. Just
Well
so that way
said.
we can get to work as soon as we're ready.
Well said, of course. And he'll look at the others and look back to Victor. Do you think you are ready to do it today? While we are in the city. What is the term? Hit the anvil while the sword is hot, as it were?
Says, well, first, there's a couple of steps and that I'm still dialing down right now, but the most important one is that you guys are all here and available. I think whatever we do is going to take us a day and some time. Because we'd have to go find the witches. We'd have to convince Lady Wachter. We'd have to go take ourselves to the witches. And then, after all of that, we'd have to go get Stella.
I agree. It is, as of yet, still no small undertaking. But here, and he'll gesture, lightly to their two new companions. But, as fate would have it, it seems as if we have gained 2 lucky charms upon our merry little band. Perhaps, in the coming day, we can convince them to our plight. Convince them to be heroes alongside us.
Well, I'll be here in town while you guys go do your thing. And, I mean, maybe I can fill in. I'm sorry, what was your name? He's gonna be looking at Anariel.
My name is Anariel. And what is your name again?
Victor.
It is nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You might want to hold on to that for a moment, though. I have a pretty big ask. Hopefully I can convince you.
Of course. Please ask away.
In time. I'm sorry, I have to finish this chapter. And then I'll tell you about it.
Of course. She's a little confused, but believes, that these new companions wouldn't be just pulling her leg all of a sudden. So, yeah, she's like, sure, whatever.
Perfect. Alright, so we're done? Everyone knows what they're doing?
Mm-hmm.
We have Margot with Tigran
Yep.
outside. We have Zayn.
Margot with Zayn.
Yeah.
Margot with Zayn. Tigran Dolo. And then... Okay, and then Irene and Aro.
I think Tigran's also with an Ariel. If
What?
I recall.
Oh, is that true?
Tigran's waiting outside, just looking for a girl with blue streak.
Mm,
Okay.
I thought they were all doing that together. My bad.
Perfect. Alright, awesome. Let's go ahead and take our 15-minute break there.
God, I love
Okay.
splitting up the party so much.
Woo!
It just brings me
Yeah,
so much. It just
nothing
brings
bad
me
going
so much
on,
joy to shatter this party. into groups. I love making shit take 5 times longer. Yes, yes. Oh, this party's so cool. This party's so cool. I will say, this is gonna sound crazy. This is probably already more talking between certain members than other certain members ever did with one another. It is
Yeah.
already looking up. It
Hey.
is already looking up.
Let's get chatty. Ooh,
Yeah,
pretty
the-
music.
The talking has been wonderful. I am having a lot of fun playing out this reverence that Irene has for Anario.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
I think it's cute. It comes
It
from a
is
place
cute.
of like, oh my gosh, this is like part of my lore.
Yeah.
like my
like a good
my-
part, which she doesn't have a lot
yeah.
of.
No, yeah, it's
Aw.
really cool. 'Cause she's her background is a sage, so most people would think it's probably noble, but it is not. She is a sage, so she's like well read, and she's probably read a lot about the Eladrin and all that stuff. So I thought that was cute,
That's fine.
very cute.
That's fine.
Hell yeah.
There's cool shit going on here.
Cute.
There's cool shit going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love Almaxian. I love Almaxian.
Yeah.
He is
Yeah.
fun.
What is with his aura? Actually,
I love
his
it.
like
Yeah.
his fucking his
He lost
fucking
he lost
aura
one-
maxing.
He lost,
on
he lost
Irene.
one
Uh-huh.
game and he mental booped.
Yeah, he's such a boy failure. I love him.
That guy
This game
This
is
is
this game is
one
this
time
game
in his
has
life
literally
is
been
over, bro.
chock full of boy failures.
That's
it's crazy.
insane.
What the hell is
Yeah.
a boy failure?
It's just a vibe. It's just a vibe.
He's a boy who's a failure.
Yeah. Do you ever? It's like Rayfield. Rayfield's a boy failure.
I like
You know? I see it. Okay.
Listen, you can like a character and still acknowledge they're a boy failure. That's
Oh,
my boy right there. But he was a failure.
Yeah, it's like complete loser, like affectionately.
Oh.
Listen, he has a new muse now, though. Margot is the new muse.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I saw that.
hey,
He's like, let me hit you up later to write a song about you.
hey.
Yeah, I'm gonna inspire this poor sad sack of a man.
I think he's what's his face?
Yeah, I hope he gets.
I think-
I hope we get paid for giving him songs.
I think
Who's
he's
that
the
guy? Who's Van Helsing of this campaign? Who's
Van
that
Richten?
guy? Yeah, I think
Richten.
it's Van Richten.
Ah.
Yeah, Margot's like literally just like like from the Lion King, like believe in yourself, like
Yep.
for him. Yeah.
Remember who?
I don't know.
I
he's a
got
little-
inspired.
He's a little too interested in stories and tales.
Yeah, what's up with that? What's up with that? We
I'm
got Spirit
telling you.
Bard over here.
I'm telling you, Van Richten. I'm telling you.
Oh, what if
Yeah.
he's doing like a disguised self thing? What if he's doing disguised self and that's Van Richten? Himself. Himself.
That's what I'm saying, brother.
Yeah.
I'm unfamiliar with Van Richten.
He's like
you haven't
like,
gotten to that part yet in your
like
in your
Victor Belmont.
listens.
He's kind
Yeah.
What do you what now?
you know like Castlevania. He's like the Belmont
Yeah.
to the Dracula.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what I
like,
see.
like an alcoholic old man telling zombies to get the fuck off his lawn.
My dad?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Van Richten is my dad.
That's fucking crazy.
That's a good shirt. Van Richten is my dad.
Yeah, it's like one of those tourist like t-shirts that you find like on like boardwalks or anything. It's just like I love my vampire hunter dad.
Aw.
Yeah, when they have like the I Heart New York shirts, but it's a different city and they replace the heart with something like dealing with that, and it strips all sense from the saying.
Mhm.
Van Richten is a thing I should have made sure you knew about.
How old is Van Richten? Roughly.
Old.
Well, he's
5.
well, he has famous literature.
Sierra
Maybe
gets an equal
Maybe
plus
Anario
one.
would know about him, but Margot would have maybe heard about him.
Okay.
I would think Margot would know. She's like he's like a bard, right? It's
She's
another like bard
she's,
connection.
she's around storyteller bars probably.
Yeah,
Hell,
and also
she
like
might have even
She might know him.
she might even heard about a player. She might even heard the player's name.
yeah.
Interesting.
She's like, yeah, I know who that was. I was just fucking with you.
No one said a name.
That's true. That's true. Oh my god, I cannot believe I finally get my arm crossbow back. I'm so excited. A
I'm about
piece
to
of my
die with
soul has been missing for the past like quarter year. I've spent more time with this character not having this fucking crossbow than I have with the crossbow, I think. And what is the Fabian, remind me, what is the upgrade for this thing again? It doesn't cost an action to reload anymore, right?
I don't
It's just
know.
like a free thing.
I think it's that.
Fire. Can't wait.
It's like
That's
free-
1d6.
Like you're using your object interaction in order to
Yeah.
do that.
Yep. Like it's like a repeater now, kind of.
Yeah, you're still using a bonus action to use it, I believe, right? But it's reloading. It's just
It like does it auto now. It's like built into the system. Very cool. Or like I think the way it was described is the bow part of it like auto retracts now, so all he has to do is slot the ammo in, which is really quick. Object interacty. Oh, I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this shit forever. It only cost 100 gold, 2 party members, brutal, heart-wrenching over the course of the past 2 months, like ripping my heart out over everything that's happened. But it's worth it for 1d6 damage.
Yes. Get your reward.
Fucking love 1d6 damage.
Remember when Fabian asks if we think something's gonna happen this session? I can't wait for these 15 minutes to be up.
No, it's fine. Nothing's gonna happen. I'm gonna get my crossbow. We're fine.
Yeah, that's good.
You said, is anything gonna happen this session, or what we thought was gonna happen this session?
I just wanted to see if one of y'all was gonna be like, we're gonna gamble.
It's like, are they gonna take the bait?
I mean, what is every session here so far but a gamble?
Yeah.
Dude.
Based.
I'm tired.
Same. I hate Chinese. I got MSG on the brain.
Hell yeah.
MSG. MSG.
Yeah, I have like a big bag of like MSG for like seasoning, like in my house.
That's
It's
fine.
fantastic.
That's
I
fine.
love it.
Yes.
Don't do
Samesies.
that.
Honestly, just like you need just like to wake anything up, just like add a little MSG in there, and it's just like, oh yeah, this is good.
They had like fucking bottles of that shit at the bodega at our old place in New York. I had to stay away from it.
Yeah, or just like if you don't like just like want like. That's the thing. Like if you don't want to use like just like a whole like bottle, or like if you just don't want to get like a thing of like MSG, I guess like other sources is just like either like a Worcestershire sauce or like fish sauce. Like has like a lot of like MSG in it. So like I just use those pretty liberally as well. Really good shit.
Nah, that shit is evil.
You fucking with those Uncrustables.
You peel the crust off the Uncrustables, Fabian?
What the fuck do you mean peel the crust stuff?
I pull out the teeth, like I take it all off before I
Do you
What
eat
the
it though?
fuck?
You surely eat it though.
eat. Yeah.
There's a bitch in my high school that did this shit. I'm like, girl,
I grip it around.
live like this.
Yeah. Nah, that's cool. I've done that. That's cool.
Oh,
Nah, that's real shit. That's real
And then
shit.
crack open the wafer down the middle, and then try to get it to where only one side has the hazelnut and the nut, and the other side's empty. And then I put the wafer down. I eat the chocolate and the macadamia out of the other thing, right? For the hazelnut. And then I hollow out that part of the wafer, and then I put it back together, like a circle, and then I pop it in my mouth and crunch on it all at once.
So
That
funny.
sounds some straight rat shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not
Dude,
gonna
what
lie
the
to
fuck are
you.
you talking about
I'm
right
not
now?
gonna
What
lie
the
to
fuck are
you.
you talking about?
yeah. First
Yo,
it's like
you fucking
first
did
it's
that.
opening like first it's like opening an Uncrustable like a fucking can opener, and now this.
You're describing like a fucking amazing course, you know, this is watching it
Dude,
dissect it.
I was tabbed out, like doing like chatting my own thing, and I hear this fucked up like abomination going on. My mind like zips back into it. Like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
I'm pretty well put together
That is-
for that being my real weird things. It's how I like to do stuff.
Everyone's got a food thing. I swear to God. I whenever I'm eating a burger, I don't like to have like a bad like meat to bun ratio. So I'll eat the top half of the bun, but as I go, I'll like rip the bottom bun off and like just put it on my plate and not eat it. And I'm just using it as like a grip.
I eat Slim Jims inside out.
What?
What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean?
Explain yourself.
What does that mean?
Explain yourself.
What does that even
Elaborate.
mean? What does that mean? What could that possibly fucking mean?
Absolutely real. That's absolutely real. And baby, you just unlocked that for me because I haven't had a split in a while. No. Okay. Oh. Okay. Alright. Okay. So.
Slim Jim inside.
Yeah.
Y'all are goofs.
You've gone too fucking far.
Holy shit.
I like coerce the meat.
Nah, it's already fucked. It's already fucked. Nah, the second you said the word coerced, we're done. We're done. We're done. We're not coercing any food out here. We're not doing any of that.
Especially meat. Okay.
Yeah. We're not coercing meat steaks. We're done. We're done. GG.
Nah, I need to hear this. I need to fucking hear this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see you guys
No,
next week.
collaborate.
I'll see you guys next week. Alright, please continue. Sorry, I shouldn't have left.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
tell me how you groom your Slim Jim.
So I like
Yeah, how do you entreat the gym?
I use my teeth to like
Dude, too much.
And
Too
then
much.
comma.
Too much.
to like
Oh, I know what you're doing.
I don't. Keep going. Keep going.
I use my teeth to like get the meat out. Like I like force it out of the sleeve, and then
What?
and then the casing is like the last thing that's
Sure.
like, you know, step 4, the casing.
Like it's toothpaste, right?
Sir?
What?
Brother, what the fuck are you talking
I
about?
used to do that.
My fucking twin, bro.
What conclusion I was expecting here?
It's not a
I get
fucking
it,
ice pop.
I get what she means. I did that.
You get each other on a soul level. I see Slim Jim souls.
Yep.
From there,
Yeah.
and like
It was like a game.
where I could just kind of like squeeze it and move down.
Yeah.
You guys.
Yeah.
You guys.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
You cannot.
we're
Yeah.
we're getting a little bit too comfortable with Jim. We're getting a little too comfortable with Jim.
And it's like a game. Like, how much can I get out before I break the casing?
Yeah.
All right, let's leave Jim alone, shall we? Let's leave Jim alone.
Like,
Yeah,
is
what
this
you doing?
only for the minis, or are the girthy Slim Jims also like
No,
something you could use?
even
The minis.
even
the
Big
minis are
Jim's
the,
getting the
the
teeth.
minis are really
Okay.
good for this. The minis
Okay.
are really,
What are
really
you doing to Jim?
Yeah, little Jim's too fragile for the teeth. You gotta get Big Jim on this.
But any Jim,
This
Okay.
is a Big Jim
Okay.
operation.
Jimmy, anyone.
No, Jimmy
Okay.
can't handle it. This is
What other
Timothy.
things y'all got going? I know someone got some.
Yeah, I got something.
Yeah, you go first. Mine's
Oh, let's go.
normal.
Alright, you know how motherfuckers be drinking ketchup?
No,
No,
Okay.
no.
what the fuck? This is I'm already
Really?
done with this story.
Wait.
I'm already done
Really?
with
All
this
those
story.
people drink ketchup? Yeah, that's the thing.
No,
Well, I don't
like
do
like
that.
from the
I do
bottle.
something worse. I drink
Straight up?
mustard.
Oh,
Nah,
so you
hold
like
on.
put it in your mouth and you squeeze it in there, and then you like that, and you go, and you put it away.
Yummy.
Mustard's pretty good.
Because, yeah,
I mean, I used to drink hot.
it's like whipped cream. Like when we make whipped cream, put it in the mouth, and get it, you know, yummy, you put it in the fridge and walk away. You do that with mustard.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Not one.
good.
I
That
have
is
done it.
Based.
And
Based
that
is
shit pretty
good.
good.
Y'all are
I used
making
to
me feel
drink-
tame.
Like
Go
I
ahead.
used to drink hot sauce when I was congested. That, like I don't know, that feels
Okay,
relatively
okay.
mild.
Yeah, like
There's-
wasabi.
There's like
yeah.
a functionality to that though. That shit cleans out your sinuses.
No, it
Mm.
does. It does. It gets that shit out.
Yeah, this shit is just pure like carnal
Nothing
desire that we're
sports.
talking about here.
Holy
Like,
crap.
Little desire for Slim Jim.
goblin shit. Like, oh my god.
Because I'm talking about goblin like when I'm doing the fucking thrower share is not right.
Who's violating it?
Uh-huh.
This is the. I want you guys to know I'm so happy. This is the first time I felt normal for my weird burger stuff. You are all worse than me.
What's your burger thing?
I
Wait, did
just
you already say it?
don't eat. I don't eat the bottom bun, and I just tear it as I go, and I only use it as like a handle. Because I like
Interesting.
I like the top bun to rest of burger ratio for some reason.
Yes. I've done
Um,
that before, but not all
and
the
it-
time.
And then, to be honest, I just if I'm still hungry afterwards, I just eat the little bits, the little bread
Have you
bits.
ever taken the extra bun and then made it into dessert by putting like honey butter on it?
Get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck off me.
It's like two.
This is
It's like
this,
two
this is too
dishes.
much.
What?
This is too much. Jessica, we need to have a talk later.
It's stupid. Otherwise, if you're gonna fully enjoy it, you have to make it into its own thing.
No.
Okay.
No.
Not even just
No.
regular butter.
It's like
honey butter?
fries. It's like fries number 2. It's
Like,
like
I'm
fries
not-
number 2.
In my ideal, there are no condiments. This is just like a little toasted baby bun. It's just like a little piece of bread at this point. So you could just do whatever you want.
It's just a little piece of bread when I put it in my mouth 30 seconds after I eat my burger. It doesn't need to go through another like contraption.
But why not make food
Because
its
it's too
best
much work.
possible form?
I'm at the restaurant. How am I supposed to do this?
Oh, I never
I'm
go
at
out
the
to
I'm
eat.
at the fucking restaurant. Waiter, you're gonna go on a little quest for me, waiter.
Fair.
It's like
And-
saying, oh, I just got a phone that's made out of water bottles. Like, this is what
Yeah.
you're fucking doing in your kitchen.
Waiter, you're not gonna believe what you're about to do to get this tip, brother. Let me put you on step 1. Let me put you on step 1 of 20.
I mean, I've made honey butter at diners before. It's not that hard. You just do it.
Yeah, but I'm the
What are you
customer. See, I'm the customer. I'm not doing this.
I
I'm
will,
being-
say-
I'm-
I will say
I'm
that
taking the
Jessica-
service.
Jessica has some fucking. Her and food is like an enigma.
We like this.
Like in itself. Like in itself, the shit that. Yeah. Yeah. Or maybe I'm just weird, but like. Also, you know what I'm saying? Like it's I'm here and I'm like, wow, she's eating that. That's
That is.
Oh, I thought you meant
You
like
have
she was
said
a
that.
good cook.
yeah, no. Yeah, so when Jessica sleeps over, she will purposefully
Yeah.
dig in my fruit drawer.
Oh,
and she
you're
will
telling on
find-
me.
she will-
No,
Damn.
go on.
Go ahead,
Change
go.
the
You already
light bulb,
started.
Gus.
You already started.
No.
Oh.
And she's so sweet. The end. I won't.
No, it's good.
No.
No. I was
She
Oh,
tickled.
stands
Go
by
ahead.
it.
You're good.
She
Okay,
stands by it.
okay. So she'll go into like she'll raid my pantry and like my fridge, but she won't go for like the good snacks. She'll look for something that looks old as fuck because she thinks that she's being considerate by not eating the stuff that she thinks I actually want. So she'll go for the stuff that looks like so like wrinkled like tomato like cherry tomatoes and shit. Like that's her shit right there. Or like a bag of carrots that look a little too dry. She's like, yup. Let me just munch on some of this because I'm not worthy of your
The-
good snacks. No
The
matter
wrinkled
how
tomatoes
much I
is
tell
fucked
her.
up.
No matter how much I tell her, like,
And we do you get the tomatoes and put like pepper and salt on them? Is that what you do? Do you do all that?
If we
It-
cook them,
it
we
depends.
cook with a tomato. Yeah.
Yeah, you skin the fucking
bitch.
tomato skin off it and eat that shit, and you just leave the naked tomato in the fridge.
Oh, I do. I will eat a whole tomato like an apple. Some people don't like
No,
that. Some people don't like
no.
that.
No.
No, that's good
I don't
shit.
think
I like that.
Weird. Justy and
Nah.
I are in synchronization
I-
with that, but so I have gotten weird looks before, and I don't know why.
Yeah,
can-
I'm giving you a
I
weird
They are
look
fruit.
to
I can do
They're
that.
fruit.
I can do that with salt and pepper on a tomato. I can fuck that up.
Mm.
If
I
it's
just don't like- I just don't
especially
like
fresh
tomato
from
like
a
that.
garden, like
Oh
it's
my
got
God.
flavor. It's beautiful.
Garden tomato. Yeah. Oh my god.
Alright, we play a video game called D&D.
Video game.
I thought this was food chat.
I really
We
like
uh,
Yeah.
Y'all not really
Good.
freaky. Y'all not really freaky like me and you, bro. Y'all don't got
Yeah.
that.
No. We're
Y'all
on
don't-
another.
You're not
level.
20.
Y'all don't. Y'all.
Are you
y'all don't-
sure? I
I-
seek out expired food, Fabian.
Yeah, but I eat expired. I've been a bachelor for a long time. I've been eating that expired shit. Like nothing.
I can't believe the leper is saying to me, "Yeah, you don't really get sick like I do."
You don't get sick like I do. It's awesome.
I need some Slim Jims right now, though. I'll tell
Dude,
you
and you
what.
know what else is awesome about the Slim Jim is
Lovely.
peeling the skin off thereafter
So good.
because it's easier and seeing how
Oh
long
my
you
God.
can get the screen.
Fucking understand even what he does
It's
with
a
them.
fucking game, bro. It's like
It's like
y'all, stimulating your
y'all
mind.
wasn't
while
broke
you're
like that.
snacking.
Y'all wasn't broke like that.
Boy, I was eating fucking Family Dollar radiated ass chicken sandwiches for the longest time before I met my friend.
That's awesome. I love that.
You don't get sick like me. That was crazy. I don't know where that came from. I don't know where the fuck that came from.
That's awesome.
I think you pissed me off so
you
much
should
that my
post that.
brain like grew a
You
new
should post.
wrinkle.
You should post that one.
Yeah.
I can't believe the leopard's
Where?
telling me. I can't believe the leopard's
Oh.
telling me in one shot. I can't
Oh.
believe the leopard's
Oh,
telling
go
me you don't
quotes.
get sick like me.
Can't believe the leper's preaching to me about how I don't get sick like he does right now. Fuck this guy.
There's a weirdo sayings and goat quotes. I think you should go in goat quotes.
Hey,
The second ever one. That's crazy.
Who was the first one?
We need more fuck ass character questions, I fear, which is true, and I will be back on that very soon. I got my days
Hey.
of the week. There will be some more shit coming.
fuck yeah.
Yay. Yay.
And if either the girls would like to put in their character questions, this is not a me thing. This is anyone can put in their stuff, of course. And it doesn't have to be fucked up.
Thank you.
There's some good ass questions like days of the week.
Nah.
How does your character eat a Slim Jim?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how assaulted does Jim feel after you've had his slim?
No.
He feels circumcised. Okay, that's what you guys are doing.
Jim looks
Jim?
at me and Fabian, and he's like,
Giving
That
Jim
ain't right.
straight teeth right now.
That
I
ain't
feel
right.
bad for-
These
I feel
guys
bad
not
for Jim.
right.
I feel bad for Jim.
Circumcised is fucking insane.
I want to show you
Jim-
how to do it.
Jim getting the
that
DIY
took me
right now.
forever. That took me forever to get out, bro. That was so funny because I was like sitting here judging Hardbody about the Ferrero Rochers, and then he's like, and then I'm like, oh.
I be doing the Slim Jims.
What? Oh my god.
I forgot.
Wow.
I'd be fucking with Jim.
Yeah, you just fucking
Oh,
deveined.
I've never
that
felt
Slim
more
Jim.
awake in my entire life.
Mhm.
Okay, let's see.
Where were we? Can't remember.
The town.
Y'all were
You're
going to
splitting
the
up.
shop. Yeah.
Oh, we're up first? Alright.
No.
Alright.
No.
My bad.
Because he knows I will talk for the next 40 minutes. And nothing else will get done.
I'm cool with that.
Me too, unfortunately. That's the problem. Unfortunately, that's the problem we faced with.
Just need a minute of silence so I can get back together. We see out town, or outside in the town village of Vulaki. There are several folks about. You'll see some more of those that look like Barovian refugees moving to the church, moving around the town, taking a look at it. Some people walking around for the first time. As it seems as though some are getting over injuries. The town itself has a relatively more natural mood of a town just finding a way to get by. Though you see people do smile, people do laugh. The air today is, well, it's a small bit of wind at you, coming from the valleys that surround you and are often unseen because of the fog that kind of seals them from your eyes. But you feel it enough. Horses are around, carrying bundles of wood, fresh and new, some old coming the other way, from the more burnt areas in town from which Isaac's last siege or hunt had come from. Red-cloaked folk walk around, taking tally of people, speaking to others, pointing Barovian refugees different ways. Some congregate in different alleys, speak amongst each other, and then disperse, not knowing if you've seen the same red cloak leave the same alley. The town and towards the towards Mount Machinations, you see there's a lot more people lining up, purchasing things, talking about things, learning crafts even. And in front of the Blue Water Inn, you see some folks talking about how much money they've lost. They talk about attempting to win it back and then walk back and are upset as they walk by you, Tigre, and you see they'll just say, he's not playing anymore. What's a story? What is that about? And these folks keep moving. Inside the bar and inside the tavern, there's enough people speaking and talking to each other that you're allowed to speak amongst each other without the fear of being overheard. We're gonna start with Tigran. Tigran, you're outside of the Blue Water Inn. Where exactly, how do you find yourself? How does Tigran find himself waiting for?
Tigran's just got his back towards like a corner of the inn, just looking up towards where Muriel is usually perched. And if she doesn't see her there, then he's got his eyes to the road, just waiting.
Yeah, you'll look at where she usually perches herself. And then you'll look away down the road, looking for her once more. And then you'll hear the flutter of wings. And then you'll hear weights. Then you'll notice that Muriel is sitting back at her favorite perch. Except now she is in her human form. And she says, "So, how was the rest of your night?"
Tigron will smirk and say, "Well, as it happens, I'm waiting for a girl with a blue streak in her hair to escort to the wizard himself. Know anybody with that hair around here?"
Yeah, she just tucks the blue hair behind her ear and says, "Not a clue." And she will then go down the pole, basically like sliding down it. Almost seems practice. Seems like she knows how to dismount in areas. She's agile at the least. Then she'll say, "My cousins tell you anything more about me that, or to give me away?"
Just that you need to be escorted over to the Wizard of Wines. Turns out our new friends here, they've got some business with them too. And that though, I'd say you're in the clear.
Okay. From who? Who wants them to visit the Wizard of Wines?
One of the girls, the dancer girl, said that she came over here looking for the wizard himself, saying how
Sorry. It's never a wizard. It's an interesting name. Many of them look for one. Continue.
yeah, so looking for the man himself. Says that they haven't been getting their usual shipments lately. Sound familiar to you?
Yeah, unfortunately. Which is why we need to head there as soon as we can. We need to figure out what's going on with it. My in-laws, and you'll see her choke up as she says that. And she'll say, "My family, they are, recluses, but they know that their wine, keeps them alive. It's how they even trade back. And it's been too long, and I'm certain they don't stockpile food, so we gotta at least make sure they're okay, or see that they've decided to stop doing business with the others. Figure out what's really going on. But the fact that I can't fly too high without those damn Strixes trying to chase me out, well, that makes me worried. But I'm ready. I'm all packed up. I'm good to go. And I'll be traveling on foot. So no need to tell them how else I get around.
Yeah, Strixes aren't exactly my biggest worry right now. A couple of metal birds I can deal with easy, but we are now putting you at the forefront of the eyes of a thrall. If the devil himself didn't have knowledge of you before, he will now. Well, maybe he won't know everything, but he'll have a face. And, one thing leads to another. I'm afraid what that other is going to be, and if it's going to stop it there or keep going.
Well, almost nobody in this land knows my name. Almost nobody. Hell, I'm cousin to the ones inside who know me probably the best. So it seems like you have to keep my secret. The other ones, we can let them call me Muriel, but just like I said, don't tell them I fancy a raven every now and then.
Oh yeah, as far as your secret's concerned, it's safe.
By the way,
It's
do you have any
just-
bread on you? I noticed you were inside. I just wanted to see if you snuck something.
No bread, but promise, I'll leave with a loaf.
Right on.
As far as your secret goes, it's safe with me, but you know, it's kind of difficult having only one pair of hands help someone that's in need. I haven't really talked much to that little forest stopper, but I don't know. She comes off as the kind of person that I think would be at least sympathetic to our cause here. Now, I'm not considering just blurting out, "Oh, I have a friend, I have a bird friend, might help us kill the devil himself," but you know, with time.
She'll look
With
around
time,
as you're doing that. Like, what if there's someone around? There's no one.
He's doing it quietly. He's not.
Mhm.
he's
Yeah.
not over the top.
But even then, yeah.
Now, obviously, I'm not gonna go shouting to the rooftops about that. But you know, I think it would be a good thing just to ease her in slowly.
Well, yeah. I trust you. If that's what you think, then let's do that. You know, what's one pair of eyes looking at me versus two pair of eyes looking after me, right? I agree.
Tigron will kick off from the wall. And he'll say, "Well, don't think we should be keeping them waiting any longer, yeah? Should I go tell them I found the girl we're looking for? Time to go on a field trip."
Yeah, but, you know, at least be a little bit more excited about it.
Oh, I'm plenty excited. I mean, we got new friends to go adventuring with. We got a monkey sea planting snow everywhere trying to kill us. That thing tried to kill them too, by the way. So, yeah, we got some things in common.
Kindred
I'm sure we'll
spirits.
bond for that on the way there.
That'll be good. And, you know, with both of you having practice running from whatever this is, then, you know, maybe you'll just be that much better when we have to run the next time.
Well, I don't know about you, but I don't want there to be a next time.
Yeah.
That thing killed that girl. She might not have talked much, but anyone with eyes could have seen that she didn't deserve that shit. I want some payback. I'm not gonna go hunting for it, obviously, when we go out there, but if I see that thing, if I see the tiniest hint of a snowflake, well, I might be making a few unwise decisions around that.
Make a couple with you then. So long as we get out of there. Well, let's get to it then, Tigran. I'm on you.
Yes, let's.
And don't mind the attitude change. Okay? Trying to make friends here.
Of course.
So she'll follow you, as she says so. Into the inn then?
That's right.
On the way to Malcolm's Machinations, you'll have Zayn and Margot walking towards the space. They'll be there in just a couple of minutes. Is there anything you guys say to each other on the way there?
Yeah, they'll just he'll have just been, telling her about the city a little bit, telling her where they're going, just saying along the lines of, and Malcolm, he has this whole place filled with the machines and, artistry of his own type, of course. Back in my home of Brohinia, he would be right at home. Truly, he is a unique mind of his own, a true wonder to talk to as well. Quite chatty for a man of his isolation. And he's been speaking, in this way as they've been going down.
I've never had quite a mind for machinery myself. Yeah, never really paid much attention to any sort of that in my studies. I was more drawn to the art of dancing. Seems the only thing I was skilled at. But I've heard I do admire those with the brains and skills to be able to like build such marvelous machines.
Yes, I am the same way. I have never found myself able to. I am not so detailed a man as to paint or build or craft and create. I am not so smart as to be able to study and learn spells as others do. Studious to dance or charismatic enough to sing songs. But swinging a sword, swinging an axe, holding a shield, I could do that all day. You say you studied the dance. Are there schools for such a thing? Are there the academies? I've never even heard of such a thing.
Yes, I was educated in dance from when I was quite young, among other more academic subjects. I was not quite as skilled as my siblings and more just in the more academic pursuits, but I found that early on I seemed to have a talent for dance. I was tutored at a young age, but yes, it was one of the few things that was taught to me that I found myself quite enjoyed, and I decided to stick with it as it was one of the few things that brought me enjoyment growing up.
That is fascinating. So, not only have you, as I imagine, become quite the master at dancing, you're also quite learned otherwise, it sounds like. Is that true?
I would not say. Well, I was educated. If I'm to be completely frank, I did not pay much attention in my studies. As you see, they were quite boring to me. I would rather be out dancing with my friends or with just practicing my skills. But my family, would not simply have it for me to just simply dance all day. So I had to at least make some sort of effort in my studies, no matter how droll I found them to be.
I find myself being the same way when I was young. They make you do some education when you are but a child in Brohinia, just enough to get you set on your path and sitting in a group of people listening to one of the adults go on and on, speaking about nothing you care about, when at that age all my mind was filled up was stories of the heroes of my land, truly. Stories of the people that had come before me, stories of those I wish to be one day, not whatever the teacher was putting on the board, not whatever nonsense they were trying to tell me. None of that matters. But those stories, being able to think back to those, think back to those that have come before me, think back to the heroes that have struck out into the world and eventually returned to our glorious home to recount their tales. I hope to be one of those one day.
By the way you describe it, it almost makes it sound just the heroes of Ylander, almost bards of some sort, you know, just coming back to share their stories and of their exploits, or at least the exploits that bards would write songs about.
That's true. That's true. I've never thought of it in such a way, but yes, all of those that come from my land, I suppose they do have quite a tongue about them. Not only do they do these actions, but it is a, how would I say it? It is very dire to my people that not only are actions done and people helped, but these stories must be shared with others. The glory of Prohinia, the victories of our heroes. There is a belief, you see, within my land. Most would call it a religion, though we do not see it in such a way. It is the story of the hero of Prohinia. And the hero of Prohinia is not a man or a woman, a child, an adult, an elder. It is the story of every victory someone of Prohinia has ever won. Every person that has ever been helped, every villain that has ever been slain by one of us. These stories return to us, and of course we celebrate the person who did these actions, but we see it as more than that. We see it as this person adding to the legend of the hero, Prohinia. I guess you could call such a thing a religion, but I wish nothing more than to add to the hero's legend. It is my biggest goal, my biggest hope, you could say.
Seems like quite the epic tale. I've met many a bard who, you know, their sole goal is to find a story that is worth passing down generation to generation long after they're dead, and it seems that your people have a similar thing as well, just carrying on the story and memories of heroes and exploits gone past, of keeping that memory alive. And I think that storytelling and just being able to share those stories is such a beautiful way of preserving culture, preserving history. I know that if my teachers whacked a song and dance about historical heroes, maybe I would have paid a bit more attention in my studies.
You speak the same as I do. We've known each other for less than an hour. I feel as if I've known you for a decade. I'll tell you what, Margot. You remember the story of Zain of Prohinia, the Dragon Knight. You tell tales of his glory and his victory. And I will always remember the tale of Margot, the hero. I will bring it back to my people, and with any luck, you yourself will become part of the hero of Prohinia. Forever.
Marco smiles at this, and she thinks, no, a bard's dream is to, to make people smile and dance, to regale them with the histories of deeds, to create a story that will be remembered for long after they're gone, to be included, to be named in such a memory of such a ballad such as that. Well, that is beyond what a simple bard could ever dream of. Thank you.
There's no need to thank me, Margot. Honestly, this has been one of the... Well, I have not got to speak of my homeland in quite some time. I always find it comforting, you see. It is my guiding star, one could say. If I've ever doubting my decisions or thinking I've gone amiss in my actions, I like to think that despite it all, it will just make for one more cheer from the people of Brohinia when they hear that part of the story. One more child clutching their knees to their chest as they hear the story of Zain. One day. And now, the story of Zain and Margot and all their friends.
I do hope that one day you get to return and share that story with your people. It's lovely to be able to have that idea of having the grounding of the place that you call home and that place of belonging. You see, I'm a traveling performer, so there's really not one place that I call home. Well, not anymore, but so I just go where I am needed. I go where children and adults alike need smiles and entertainment for them to clap in pleasure, to laugh at the entertainment that we provide. I go where those smiles are needed.
I will tell you this, Margot. If we get through the trials of Barovia, if we seek our victory on the Dread Plane, perhaps once it is all over, of course, you might find your way back to Brohinia as well. Find your way back to these people. Find your way back to the people that will clap and laugh and sing alongside you for the stories you tell. Not just those that would share a piece of gold, but that would share the love of your craft. Consider it.
Margot just kind of like smiles. It's like a little bit like kind of like a bittersweet smile, and she's like, "Perhaps I'll think on it." And then you have to just continue to walk towards the shop.
Perhaps indeed.
Wonderful. You guys will eventually make it to the shop and step inside, and we will cut to the Blue Water Inn. At the Blue Water Inn are Inariel and Irene, speaking to each other at least for some moments before Tigran and all enter. What are you guys talking about?
So, Inariel wants to know more about their experiences here, but she tends to prefer to, let's see, talk about light matters if she has the chance. So she's going to say to Irene, "So, I've already heard of some struggles that you've all had here together, but if you have any, do you have any favorite moments of your travels here that you could share?"
She'll nod to Inariel and like kind of have a look of puzzlement on her face, almost as though she's trying to dig deep into the reaches of her mind for a favorite moment in Barovia, because so much of their time here has been filled with, darkness, despair. So she's just kind of be like, well, there was that one time. No, that ended kind of badly. No, that's not right either. That was really sad.
Inariel's just sitting there blinking, kind of wide-eyed, waiting, anticipating, leaning in. like, come on.
Oh, I have one. Well, you haven't had the pleasure of meeting him, And I do hope that you will have the pleasure someday. But we were all here, actually, at the Blue Water Inn, and we were a much larger party at that point in time, but we were sharing drinks and merriment, celebrating a prosthetic arm for our friend Ismark. He hails from the village of Barovia, a bit farther away from the Laki. He's a very noble man. You'll see her catching herself saying between was and is during this, but she'll say he's a very noble man, a very kind man with a large heart, a brave heart, one of the best I've known. And she'll say that Ismark and Zayn decided to. Well, they basically got into a pissing match and decided to arm wrestle each other right here in the inn. And, yeah.
And that made him lose his arm?
Oh, no. He already lost his arm.
Oh!
Sorry. I'm not great at telling stories. But, yes. No, he had already lost his arm. And that was not very good. That was a time when it was sad. Much sadder, but we got him a prosthetic arm, and he arm wrestled with the prosthetic arm, and it was great. It was wonderful. And
she leans in a little,
and it was so funny, and I got to be a referee, and that's really all I remember because I was really drunk, but I was really, really happy that night. That was probably my favorite moment in Barovia.
Did he win with fake arm?
No.
Oh.
As I remember, I think Zayn whipped his ass. Yeah, I think.
Sorry.
I think that's how I remember it going. Yeah.
Well, that does sound like a very lovely story.
I think I like that too. Yeah.
Oh.
But that's really all I can remember. Yeah.
Wonderful story. Thank you very much, Irene, for sharing.
You like to keep things happy and light, don't you?
Well, of course. I'm in my springtime, just like my mother. What? Just like... Yes, I very much do. Yes. She wants to change the subject again.
Yeah, Irene will pick up on that, but she won't press. And she'll say,
well, I must say it's a breath of fresh air. We need that lightness in Barovia. So much of our time here is full of such darkness. So to have one as light and uplifting as you is truly, well, it's a blessing, really.
You speak such kind words to me. Thank you, Irene. I feel very blessed to have met such kind people on my journey. I have met Margot, now I have met you, and Zayn, and Tigran, and now we can all travel together.
Yes, and I'm very excited to be able to travel alongside you and Margot. We're most grateful to meet new friends. We've lost many since being in Barovia, so... And she'll watch herself as to not dip into territory where it could get sad again. So she'll say, we've lost many in our time here, but it's just such a relief. And it sounds like you're so strong and capable. I mean, you bested Erenvale Knights. I can't even begin to tell you how impressed I am.
She feels a little guilty because, yeah, Margot has spoken highly of her, and so has Irene now, but she feels a little like she'd just run away. But she did what she had to do to protect her friend and herself. So she smiles and says, "Well, we all do what we must when faced with challenges, but yes, let's all do our best to protect one another now that we are together. I think we will all be much stronger together."
Irene will nod in agreement. And just kind of fold her hands at the table. She'll think back on Tigran and will wonder where he's at.
Yeah, Tigran, you can enter through the door and walk into the ladies at this time.
The door will be sent flying open, and Tigran will be striding in, and he'll say, "All right, I got the precious cargo here."
You found the blue-haired woman?
Hi.
Yeah, pretty easy to spot. I mean, everyone's got a red hood, or is just not fashionable in the slightest. But this one, spot her a mile away.
Hi, I'm Muriel.
Hello, Muriel. It's nice to meet you. I'm Anariel.
It's nice to meet you. And she'll reach out her hand and shake her hand, and then she'll say, "Oh, sorry," and then she'll give a little curtsy.
Anariel, during the handshake, she clasps both of her hands around Muriel's and shakes vigorously. And she doesn't return the curtsy. She's not much of a curtsier, but she appreciates it nonetheless.
Yeah. And she'll say, "I hear you're all here to help me get to my family."
Yeah, something
Yes.
like that. We're mostly just going over there to see why the shipments have stopped.
Okay, well then I'm ready and I'm ready to go.
Yes, we're happy to have another person accompany us, and we will keep each other safe. I've learned on my travels that it's the more the better, truly. There seem to be a lot creatures out there that
Mean,
wish to
nasty
mess with
things.
you.
Mean and nasty things.
Yes.
I can share stories of things that I've heard while we're out on the road, if it might help us.
Yes, I suppose it's better to be prepared. Yes.
Yes. Well, then let us head out, and she'll look shyly over to you all, and then she'll like turn to look over at Tigran, but her eyes are gonna almost shift and change, as if she's telling him to shut up and mind himself at her attitude adjustment.
Tigran will wink and trail behind.
And perfect. And you guys will all attempt to step out of the Blue Water Inn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And you attempt to come in, and you see, or not attempt to leave. And as you do, one second. the door springs open, interrupting all of you leaving. Well, the double doors do. And the doors do, and in falls in Ern. Ern seems to fall inside, losing his step, sweating. He looks at his feet, looks up, he says, "Where are they? Where are they?" And he'll look up, and for the first time in a good while, you see that there is not coolness on Ern's face. And he'll look up, and he'll look over at you two, and he'll see Anariel, and he'll see Irene, and puzzle for just a quick moment until he says, the bodies that were at the front of the gate. You saw them. They were dead. There was a message. I was just with them when they were examining the bodies. There's a message written on them. And he'll look over at Irene. And his eyes will be almost hollow.
She'll go to him immediately, and she'll say, "Ern, what is it? What's happened?"
The message on the bodies. They're gonna siege Vallaki. They're giving us 4 days to give you up. And we will end the session.
Oh fuck!
What?
Yeah.
You went
Oh
to
no!
That's fire.
Oh no! Yeah.
Oh shit!
That's
No.
fire.
We beating this dude in the parking lot, yeah?
Who?
Okay.
The one with the +3 Vorpal sword?
With the +3
Fuck.
Who, bro? Who, bro?
Holy shit!
Son of a bitch. Oh my god.
Damn.
Oh
We beating his
man.
ass, yeah?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
not gonna
bro.
let. No, there's
Yeah,
no way.
no,
she's not
but
gonna.
we're
She's
good,
not
we're
gonna
good,
let
bro.
that happen.
We
No.
beating his ass old style, yeah? Vicious beat down, call the cops.
Oh
Fuck.
my
This
goodness.
choice again, huh? This choice again for her?
We're gonna call Daddy Strahd.
No.
Hell.
Daddy Strahd doesn't care
It's
about
different.
Irene's
It's different.
old
It's a siege.
cousin.
Mm.
I mean, I'm sure Strahd wouldn't be too happy knowing, like, some, like, outside knights are, like, sieging one of his towns.
Yeah, can we fucking
Yeah,
can we
He
jump
rules
this guy?
here.
We're just all playthings to him.
Oh,
In the end, really.
I'm sorry, Victor. You're never getting your girlfriend back, bro. Shit keeps happening. Like I'm so sorry, bro. It's one
Maybe
thing
he
after
should have helped
another.
with the soup. Maybe he should help with the soup.
You cannot help that. That's crazy. I think she should tell that to him as he watches her fade away from the mirror.
Shit.
Should have helped with the soup, brother. Yeah. Anyway,
Oh, that's not good. Oh.
yeah, that's actually probably the worst thing that could have happened, like at all.
Yeah.
We get level 6 off this fucker.
All right, but
I can't,
sure.
wait, I can't wait for Abby and Jesse to meet Laris. Oh man. Oh,
Surely,
fuck
surely
yeah.
Lady Walker
Oh,
protects
God.
us from this man.
Chris,
Yeah,
I
Lady
think
Like,
Walker has a-
after everything we've done for her, surely.
no one's
Lady
answered
Walker
our
has a
call first.
Yeah. Lady Walker has a Vorpal sword, right? Right?
Ooh, the
Yeah, she got
guy
the
with the
+4 version.
+3 Vorpal sword. Do you know what a Vorpal sword is, Jess?
dang it! You caught me. I was pretending I did all along.
No, it's fine. It's fine. No, I wanted to tell you in case you didn't know.
Now you're gonna see why I'm freaking out.
A Vorpal
Okay.
sword on a nat 20. Normally an enemy nat 20s and they crit. You know.
Oh damn!
If a nat 20 Vorpal sword hits you, it chops your head off instantaneously.
Oh shit. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a big deal.
He a
So-
That's a
bad
pretty big deal.
motherfucker.
So
he a
every-
bad motherfucker.
Every time, so let me put it this way, Jesse. He has what, Fabian, like 3 attacks per
Yeah,
round.
You guys should remember this. Hey, that's y'all,
What?
but
Yeah.
I'll tell you, he
Yeah.
did do 3 attacks each round.
Yeah.
Three?
Three like
so
multi
3
attack.
attacks,
3 multi attack.
5% chance, 3 times in a row, your character's just gone. Round.
Oh my goodness.
Also, he really likes it when people gang up on him in melee range. He does a big old
Yeah.
circle.
No, that went really well for us, except for the part where
Yeah.
he fucking destroyed us.
Oh, his crescent slash. Oh,
Yeah.
that was gas.
10 foot
That's so
range,
Aaron
dude.
Bell coded. It's a 10-foot range.
yourself.
Fucking swing,
My
Fuck
goodness.
yourself.
swing. That boy
I'm
bad.
about to get
Hey,
real
he
good at
bad
this
as
Eldritch Blast.
fuck. That boy
He's
is
so bad.
He's
He's so
He is-
he's so bad.
he's
Oh
fucked.
my god.
And he's not a part of
He's
like
so cool.
Curse of
Sorry,
Strahd or
he's
anything.
So evil.
That is from this game. That is from
so
Fabian
yeah.
and Yoon's mind.
Yeah. He's
Fuck
just a
yeah.
guy.
You gotta find that
He
scene for
really
it.
is
You gotta
just a guy.
find. You gotta find those scenes where it's the flashbacks of Irene with him. You should find those and send those to Jess with the little timestamps.
We may have listened
Yeah,
to them
we listened
together.
those
Oh, that's
together,
fine. Oh,
yeah.
so then you know this guy's not
Oh
right.
yeah.
You know
Oh,
this
yeah.
guy's not right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucked
He's sick.
up.
Nice. He's fucked.
Yeah, no,
This
he's
man
super
Abby-
bad.
has
Abby,
real
listen to
family
those parts?
values right here.
Does Abby know about Larry's?
I think Abby did.
I believe
think she
like
did.
I believe I was told about it, or at least like I heard about it.
Yeah, she didn't listen to those parts. Those parts are gangster though.
Yeah,
They're so
he on
good.
that Strat shit.
I
Very
still
well
don't
done.
listen to the
So
recordings. I really should.
He's so mean. Oh my god.
That motherfucker evil.
Y'all
Which
need
is-
to watch Fear together and then get back to me.
Swear to God.
Yes, ma'am.
Swear to God.
Yeah. No, it's
Swear
awesome.
to God.
It's awesome.
He's not right. Mm-mm.
What an awesome
I
session.
love Blair's. Yeah, it was awesome. It was great.
I feel
very good role play. Like you know what I
Feel
mean.
hope in my
Just
heart
being
for
able to
once.
talk. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Some relationship building,
Like-
some
Yeah,
material
yeah.
obsession.
You love to
We've
see
been
it.
having
Dude.
fun.
That
Hey.
with Margot and Zayn, god damn, that was fucking the
That was
words.
great.
The words
Yes.
were just sliding off my tongue.
That was great.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Like I got to such like a flow state with that. I didn't like. I was Zayn for like 30 minutes.
Hell
It was
yeah.
awesome.
It's great. It's great. It's cute. It's awesome.
I have Zayn.
Oh, so
yap about his own
Ern's
part.
worried. So Ern's worried about Urine. Let's just. So Ern's
Ern's,
worried
Ern's,
about
Ern's
Urine.
probably trying to get to you and tell you before other people in town know about it.
Yeah.
Oh, hide her.
Mm.
We gotta
Oh,
hide this
shit.
girl.
Well, good thing
Ern
we're going out of
trying to not
town.
have his home fucking.
Well, he could,
broken
yeah, he
into.
could also be worried about Velaki, I guess. I mean that, you know,
That
he
is an
could be worried
option.
about Velaki, I guess, you know.
Like,
I
A
mean,
little
you know what I mean? Yeah.
we are going. I mean, we are going out of town, you know. So,
Wait a second. Did Ern come in and say this in front of everybody? Did anybody else hear this?
Maybe we
He's like, guys, there's
Well,
a
he said
huge
there was
bounty
a
hunter."
there was a message on the bodies, and then Aaron came close to him, and then he said it.
Okay.
okay.
Perfect.
Everyone, you're not gonna believe this. There's a huge bounty on
Sorry.
her. We have to keep her safe. Anyone that catches her will be rich. We have to protect her.
And it's like Zayn and Margot, and it's like la 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 la, going to get a weapon, going to get a crossbow, and
Yep,
it's just like
yep.
you were the most
And this,
amazing
and you know
girl.
what? You know what? You're gonna find out every time we split the party. Shit like this happens. Shit like this.
That's gonna
Always
be useful
happens.
though. When you guys come back with cool new weapons, like that's gonna be
Yeah,
helpful,
fuck yeah.
assumedly.
I'll tell you what. We've had, I think, 3 of the biggest fights in the entire campaign during this little bit where I've not had my crossbow, and every time the fight starts, I'm like, God damn it! I gave away my fucking tool.
Where is it?
Now
I
it's-
want
now
it
it's the-
back.
Laris is gonna wish he didn't let me get this shit. He's gonna wish he took me out on the
way
road.
I imagine you guys pucker every time I swing 3 times in a row with Larry.
And And that's why we don't spend our inspiration sometimes, or we're scared to. Because the only way you can get around it, if he rolls that 20, is hitting a reroll with the inspiration.
Yeah. I feel especially bad because it's like he don't really swing at Irene, so it's like
Yeah, literally zero pressure on
I
Irene
feel
in that
bad
fight.
for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what
Which
that
is-
means?
which
She's
is
gotta,
awesome.
She's got to start taking like dives towards people.
Our
if they're
human
gonna get hit.
shield.
Which is
Yeah.
awesome because it's like it really puts the whole like this is my fault thing for
Yeah.
Irene,
Yeah.
and
Oh
both
my
get to
God.
experience. This
like
is my
you
fault.
don't even understand. That's what I was saying before. So now this choice is presented to her. She's gonna want to run. She's not, it's a choice every time,
Mm.
Mhm.
Every time he comes around, she's like, but my existence is kind of fucked.
Just start jumping in the way, shit, player.
Yeah.
Holding her reactions to get around me.
Yeah.
Ooh, she
Yeah.
gets around you on a crescent arc. Ooh, strat.
Ooh!
Strat
So he
line?
has to
Oh.
stop it like halfway through. Fuck yeah.
So he doesn't do it, I would imagine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because this is like, oh, I don't want to hurt her. So like,
Yeah.
if like she's like right in melee range, like you
We've-
can't.
If he
we've-
killed Irene, what would happen? do you
We have
think?
got to
What?
start using her like a chess
What if he
piece.
accidentally killed the Irene? What do you think he would? What
That
would you
wouldn't
think that'd Be
happen.
like?
Oh, I
would
think he'd go.
He's su-
That's
I
he's
think
super-
he'd go crazy
he's too,
mode.
he's too
Nah,
precise.
he'd be like, nah, that didn't really
he's too
happen.
precise for that to happen.
Yeah, that's the problem. He's like a fucked up scalpel. He's too good at it.
He's too nasty with it.
It's like,
Hell yeah.
It's like that fucking. It's like the end scene of School Days, where that bitch just had the main character's head on a fucking like lawn chair, just loving on him.
Which is awesome because it's like, why are they doing that? Why are they just going around fucking up Blocky? Nah, player. They left a message on him. Ooh.
Mm.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's nuts. That's
Sure,
bad.
surely Lady Walker's gonna help us out here. We're gonna be like, listen, we're
If
the only
Lady
ones.
Walker knows, guess what? Vanished. Good.
I mean, they had such a
Signed, sealed,
productive
delivered.
conversation.
Blah.
She and Irene last time they talked.
Oh, so
It's-
productive.
it's
She
such a-
loves Irene. She thinks
Yeah.
that Irene
No, I
is the
agree.
greatest.
I agree. Like a
Yeah.
second daughter. You should actually say that to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that'd be great. I'm sure that'd
Yeah.
go over great.
Yeah.
So, does this mean we're not going to the Wizard of Wines? Or
Like,
4 days.
we have 4 days.
4 days.
We
4
have
days.
time.
Yeah, but the problem is we're gonna have shit on our tail this whole time now.
Yeah, the
Oh
problem
my
is Irene is going to
God.
be filled with anxiety and despair for the next 4 days. Like,
Here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say.
Oh.
Genuinely, if we save Lady Walker's, listen, what we were doing before, like with the Baron and all that, it was kind of like a mutually beneficial thing. But if we save Lady Walker's daughter, she has to fucking help us deal with this. Like, we get your actual daughter back. The least you can do is let us stay in the city. Surely,
Yeah.
right?
I don't know, guys. A siege from Aaronvale Knights is like, so. I mean,
Fuck
Just-
Annabelle.
they're an unbested empire. So I don't know how you take that with that. What
You gotta,
will,
you gotta best
but
them. You gotta best them.
Yeah.
They've never lost a
got it.
single.
You know what you do?
They've
You
never
best
lost a
the
single battle.
unbestable.
I don't know.
I mean,
don't
we
know.
were clowning on him last combat, so you know.
Hey.
That was
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
just
that
make
was,
a-
Boing.
that was lucky.
Boing.
That
Oh
was
my god.
Boing.
Do we think he has legendary resistances?
Getting clowned
Yeah,
on.
of course he fucking
Because I'm thinking if we just make him like laugh a little bit, then we can just beat on his
You think
ass.
he has legendary
Just make him get-
resistances?
Do you
This
think he
absolute
has a
demon.
sense of humor? Do you think he has a sense of humor?
What if
He
we
just
all?
has the
Because
most awful laugh.
does,
Like,
actually,
ha,
but
ha,
it's-
ha.
But
doesn't
it's not the
the
type you think.
in regards to the like the laughing spell, it breaks when somebody like hits them, right? Or they get a reroll
Um,
on it.
Yeah, let me just see what the exact. It's like they just might get like a advantage on it. Let me see. Okay, yeah. The target has advantage on the saving throw if it's triggered by damage.
So here's what we do. Instead of like all taking our turns and hitting them once at a time, we all ready in action and like surround him, and then at the same time before he can like roll, we all do it at once and we just beat his ass at one time.
Your ready in action is a triggered thing, so you have to say, this thing has to happen in order for me to do this.
Fucking railroad.
Oh
That's great.
no. That's
Yeah.
just so bad. I'm just thinking about
got
this,
it.
man.
No, but
Ernest
imagine
and Valaki, bro.
So here's-
Bird isn't Valaki, bro.
Bro, why you gotta do this?
Can we just talk about how hard it's gonna go when Zayn has a +3 Vorpal sword? Like, let's be for real now. It's right around the
Oh,
corner.
you think Zayn gets that sword? Okay.
Who else? Who else?
I
She
don't
melted.
know.
She melted down into a shield for a cleric.
Thank you.
A Vorpal shield.
That should better be a +10. That should better
If someone hits you with a crit, they die.
yeah.
They die.
That's awesome. Your head gets cut off.
That's good. That's good.
Funny. So,
That's
crazy.
That's
Write that
fire.
down. Write that down.
It deflects off the shield. Cuts their head off.
How are we looking on time, Fabian? It was 10 a.m. last time.
Like what? 10:30.
No, I want this all to have happened in 2 hours. So I think 12.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
So noon. High noon.
woo.
I knew.
High noon.
It's high noon.
Yeehaw.
Look at how
Yeah.
good we're doing on time. We're going so quick.
Yeah. It should take us about 4 hours, I think, to get to the Wizard of Wines. Like if the time thing is correct.
So wait,
The
when are we going to Strahd? What's up with that?
That's not for another year out of game. I'll keep it so
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
It's you guys should be on the. You're on the second day now, right? Second.
Yeah,
out of
that was in
seven?
like a minute.
You're number 2
And,
out of 7.
And remind me, when in real life did we start the first day? 3 months ago?
It
No.
was,
The first day.
Yeah. When did we start the first? Like, when did we start
January?
counting? for the
No,
first day?
December, early December.
ooh, fuck.
Yep. So
Yeah, no, it
just-
legit. If you guys are asking real time, I think it takes
Yeah.
a year before you step into Strahd's castle for his dinner.
Yeah, we're
Where?
approaching.
Oh,
that
but
year
they're
one
so hype
anniversary.
about it. But can I tell you, it's so awesome.
Yeah, they're doing cool shit over there. I know it.
They're so geeked over there about it.
That's
It's
fine.
geeked up.
Eat
Yeah.
up.
What are we doing
Well-
for the 1 year Annie?
They don't
The
have
what?
they don't have Alaris, which is awesson.
Fucking
Which
1 year
again,
anniversary.
which another
Yeah.
another point to
Yeah.
their game being fucking. That's so much easier than ours. I'm dying.
I feel bad for them. I feel bad for them for that reason.
They missing out.
Yeah.
Laris adds a lot. Laris adds a lot.
Laris is cool. Although, but the thing is, they don't have your name there. So
Ooh,
So,
What's
who's to
that's
say?
tough. That's
Yep.
tough. You know.
That's
That's
how,
a
how,
tough
how do you
bag.
have Laris without your name? Don't see it.
Yeah.
Don't see
this
it.
is true.
Well,
This
you
is
know, you
many
could.
people are saying this.
You could. Could have that.
What
be
the
nice.
hell- What the
In an
hell?
Irene,
ideal
but-
world.
What the
Yeah.
hell is this Irene picture, player? What the
What-
hell?
That's what she looks.
What do you mean,
That's her
what the
armor,
hell?
bro. That's her armor.
What's she doing?
That's what
with
gives
all
her
that
18
back
AC. That's what gives her 18 AC.
That's the
what's
the
so
Strahd
big?
outfit.
there? What's so
That's
that
18.
belt?
That's
What's so
18
that-
AC right there.
What's that belt back
Yeah.
What? What are you
What?
saying?
You've never seen 18 AC in your life before? You never seen chainmail,
Yeah.
chain
The
armor, or
18
half plate, or whatever the fuck she has?
It's all hiding under that. I
It's
don't know.
tucked. It's tucked.
She
It's
got
fine.
the
It's
thing
tucked.
on her knee.
It's really strategic.
Yeah.
Wheezes actually, because that's where the
She got the thing on her knee.
Dude, don't you see the metal clasp on her belt? That's 1 AC.
That's
each.
not right. She got the thing on her knee. Brother.
I love it. I love it.
That's
You gotta draw that dagger that controls your boy.
Oh, you're right. I'm gonna add that onto the belt. Thank you, and that's why the belt was there. I was planning it all along, actually.
whatever you say.
You know, so. Oh, maybe it should go on her leg. Yeah, it's gonna go on her leg. Yeah.
Oh, like one of those like thigh holsters or like thigh
Yeah.
straps. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
you know what to do. I mean, shit.
It's awesome. This is a great game. This is a great game. I love this session.